Kwasia oba besia wabo bosia waba besia was wabo bosia 200 million was what they for kwadu na kwadu ewurade adu ebilibo ma na ba wuchi mi no ena me minyu aba no meka mo fani kwaje kwadu ebilibo ma ewurade adu e ba sai kwasia oba besia wabo bosia waba besia was wabo bosia 200 million was what they for kwadu na kwadu ewurade adu ebilibo ma na ba wuchi mi no ena me minyu aba no meka mo fani kwaje kwadu ebilibo ma ewurade adu e ba sai
Again, we here.
Alona mekan.
Say onye de.
On my 2-bedroom.
2-bedroom.
Jingle and ho.
Again, we here.
Alona mekan.
Say onye de.
On my 2-bedroom.
2-bedroom.
Jingle and ho.
Again, we here.
Alona mekan.
Say onye de.
On my 2-bedroom.
2-bedroom.
Jingle and ho.
But you say Johnny Kuha say Kurano. Chabebrechi.
No kane akanfo.
Untiminya
akaninya
abaje ni nya bobi se no. Ohene edan so che obi a wokrum wo. Ejira bia wani me neat. Enti wo no ne omanfo nse. Abobi say Johnny Kuha say Kurano. Chabebrechi.
No kane akanfo.
Untiminya
akaninya abaje
ni nya bobi se no. Ohene edan so che obi a wokrum wo. Ejira bia wani me neat.
Kwasia oba besia wabo bosia waba besia was wabo bosia 200 million was what they for kwadu na kwadu ewurade adu ebilibo ma na ba wuchi mi no ena me minyu aba no meka mo fani kwaje kwadu ebilibo ma ewurade adu e ba sai
for nothing a kuma sano. They be saying, yes, I cash out to Anna. A blocky, ye. Tia kuma.
She share team Simiensa. Mario Liverpool na Lazio. And not tonight, man, is Amo. Miss Simo say no cray, bet Edisi can be brave for a cool womb.
A dinner years who can you know soon ye did you.
A brandy and Manchester United Nama na kuma atie. And snowman, sorry. No sika na ashino, metriamo, sorry.
Na kwame no sumati say Yesu se obetua ne sika na bet for na dinama no no. Oh sorry ye. Hey.
Monti asme na monfantu mo ofo. If you na kro wo hihye bet. Now for man you Liverpool na Lazio na edi wa men frame.
Man can just say Manchester free bet him.
All right, when it's Friday, it's Mixed Bag Day. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. Thank you very much for tuning in. You're live on Loud Talents TV. You're live on Los Angeles TV on YouTube. You're live on Los Angeles TV on Multi TV. You're live on Los Angeles TV on Facebook and all platforms tonight. I would like to say thank you very much for staying. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for being part of tonight's show. We're going to be talking about Ghana politics. And if you've been part of this show for a very long time, you know that this is a Mixed Bag Friday show whereby we touch on different things. Normally on Fridays, my producers allow me to do what I want to do, whatever I want to do on this show. I decide what I want to do. So on Fridays, it's easy for me. It's cool for me. It's exciting for me because I have no rules to work within. So if you're here with me tonight, I'd like to say thank you very much. We are live across the world. This show is With All Due Respect extended version. I am the CEO of this company and also the host of the show. If you're watching me tonight, you can watch us live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV this evening. Loud Silence TV on Multi TV this evening. Team, yes. Me production team no. Omo mamimpo end start show no. Then they start. What do you need again? What do you need, guys? Mr. S, tell me. I just started my introduction and they're like, boss, boss. So I'm waiting. Monka de mobekana minyem show. What is it? We do on the time on time production. When I'm live, my team they pull the documents the same time I'm live. So when they stop me, I have to stop. Okay. Great. Thank you, team. Now I can go on. So we are on 8 official platforms tonight across the world. Our first platform is on TV. And when I say platform, you can watch this show on 8 official platforms. All these platforms are live right now. You can choose which one you are comfortable with to watch the show. We are live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We pay $5,000 every single month. Every 30 days, we pay $5,000 to keep this TV on. That's why on Loud Silence TV, you have lots and lots of eyeballs. Tonight, we have over 4 million eyeballs every single night watching us on TV. We are the only platform that has CNN playing, Sky Sports, and all the things you see on other platforms. So, there's an international TV. We have quality. The pictures are great. So, we are live tonight on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV tonight. That's one of our official platforms. We're also live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are also live on YouTube tonight. Right now, you can watch this show live on YouTube. We are also live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. We have 2 official Facebook pages, 2 official Facebook pages, Loud Silence TV on Facebook and also With All Due Respect page on Facebook. All these platforms are working right now. You can watch us live. We're also live on TikTok this evening. Search for Kevin Taylor _WADR. You can watch this show live right now on TikTok. Also on radio, we have our own app that we have built. We put a lot of money in that. We are live on radio. If you're watching or driving right now and you want to listen to this show live, you can also listen to this show live on radio. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You will get us right now to listen to the show. And also, if you have an Apple device, go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You will get the show live to listen to. So this is what we have for you. We have 8 solid platforms. All right, Mr. S. 8 solid platforms, all live right now around the world. I really appreciate you guys being here tonight. Again, AC Ghana mente ya nipebi ekekansem obia entumi bomidin. Me de some maka. Me say we bema na se utie duate sem ya no bomidin. Wentuma bomidin dey your obama me. Inti that's how I was trained. Inti makato oye wanyo oye MPP ni o, oye GPP ni o, oye KKK o. O ka Kevin Taylor so no bomidin oye aboama me. So oye bema ehwada onantem te sem ya no abomidin ene na be kire so we bema ba na wentumi anye saa na ototo ayampia dia and one mba no nkodidi enti me maka I control the airwaves. I sit here and decide who becomes president in Ghana, and God being so good and God listening to me and God listening to the people who are on this platform with me with our good heart, God led us to bring John Dramani Mahama to power. Enti de oya bema o Ghana no ombo midin say Kevin Taylor. Me say the also oya bema o Ghana no ombre the platforms don't say ke o de oya bema ka ke oya the also oya bema o Ghana no onka ke ana eko o de eko do kwade wa ke ni ehwe de bi so Ghana. I would choose the flag bearer for the NPP, and I promise Ghana I will choose a madman for the NPP. It is me. Don't try. Me say the oya bema wa Ghana hono. Me mini Ghana ho, but I control that country. Yes, I control it when it comes to political shows. When it comes to my influence in deciding who becomes president, I control it. Into me say, so person address Kevin Taylor no abomidin. Kevin Taylor no. Now they also a bema crash wada udibaka ke nehe. So beda fear. So why we near ding? We say we near ding we a bema eshwada unantem. Ona tisbi we utisa sisire. We near ding. Oh yeah, MPP ni tina TV so na Facebook and na social media na kase Kevin Taylor. Hwe so beda o Ghana. Me ni Ghana ba memo wada. And then how potent I am. And then how I control that country from here. Yeah. And I'm happy and I'm proud because Onyankopon they adom me. God has given me some special gift. Nipa bebre nibi. And I'm happy God has given me this gift. At his own time, when he takes it, I will say thank you, God. But at this point, I will control Ghana from here. Into the also Berman. So when to I see you to be a chicken. Me who say, oh ya kwara. Me who say, you are not my level. Bema enedi osin sumo ohram. And I said, yes, and also a Berman. Into the oya Berman. Obetena wo show so a na wabomidin. Odi kake. Menka Kevin kra kake nehe. Odi me achewo. Wa wo ye Bema Ghana MPP ni also ye Bema. Wa wo abetri. Kase Kevin Taylor e wo show so. Kase Kevin e ko bedu Taylor. Mia weni na boss adini na hwede beto. E ho na bon se me na me president of Ghana. Me say, the also ye Bema wo Ghana no. A wo ye MPP ni no. Mia akukuduro. Natina radio so TV so Facebook na kase Kevin Taylor no. Na hwede besi. Ka metwe wo be mefru nantem. Metwe ma team ta. Me na make asado obi asuro on say man for to ayampia. Do oya be man me tweet na ma bodin. Me bodin botu ase. Na de oya be man onye ke. Na me umbo midin na ojimi hu dia me hu so your twin ba dabi. Let me say hello to eye omo mo hwe me no. Me na me deciding who becomes relevant. All right, so I can see on YouTube now. I can see Nakpi watching me tonight. I can also see Chef Day watching me. Florence Golo live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Sisi Papabi is watching me tonight on Facebook. I can see Kwame Everlastic GH. Vida is watching me. Matilda Ahiabo is also live on Loud Silence TV tonight. Vida Noshi is live here this evening. Who else is watching me? Ibrahim is live here. Benis Bar watching Kevin Taylor in the Ghost team tonight. NPP for my mopemi. Mopemi. Me won't say NPP for my mopemi. I'm sure we need my mopemi. I said moshemi see. I NPP for mopemi. We show me mopemi. We show video some guy video. Also we show me mopemi pa. I people girls mopemi munya me anka me me na beda ensemfa mopemi me asibia mo hweme no ai mopemi we show me ni echi na hweme ma say akondo mopemi pa mopemi we show me see I say we show me Instagram ni TikTok or mo phone so motete na we show me see every girls mopemi ai mopemi all right mopemi munya me anka mopemi all right. I can also see Francis Kennedy Oklu watching me tonight this evening. I really appreciate that. On YouTube I can see Mona Abdullah watching me tonight. Isa Sina is live here on Loud Silence TV this evening. Kenneth is back again. Don Ali is watching me on YouTube tonight. Thank you very much, Don. I can also see Mabel, Akola, Florence Adunu. Also, I can see Bahilo watching Kevin Taylor and Ghost team this evening. Kuli Mens is live here. Good evening, Kuli Mens. And also, Facebook is frozen. Let me go on TikTok and say hello to people on TikTok tonight. I control the airwaves. MP4 girls, mopemi. Munyami anka mope. Omopemio. Radio 2 is live tonight. All right. Radio 2 is live tonight. Mami TikTok mohan TikTok for girls mopemi. MPP for girls to TikTok moshemi. Mopemi. Who feel me? All right, TikTok. We have 149 people watching us now. We have 15.7 likes this evening on TikTok. I can see a year. I'm trying to nipa community on TikTok. M2 is watching me. Pearl is also live on TikTok. I can see Dr. Ultimate watching me tonight. Thank you. Lovey and Nino live on TikTok. Ghana is also watching me. Comrade is live on TikTok tonight. The lady is live here. Thank you very much. Mensa is blowing me some good love. Thank you very much. Omario is live on TikTok this evening. Godly 24/7 is watching me this evening on TikTok. Oscar Joyce is live here. Thank you. Gabby is also watching me. I can see Briscoe, see Lench Doggo, Dr. Abstract, and all these lovely people on TikTok tonight watching me. And I like it because people who come on TikTok text, they type. Also, the good MP before those who are TikTok, they say, "Omuntu typo." Mama ya kwasia, omuntu typo. Mama how mohoma sanko for no. Mama sanko for no. Omukasa mamutie. Sa MP before man on good TikTok no. Ebesiriwa for sa 45 to 58 for no. And sa MP before omuntu born rough. Omuntu to me type and say, please, Mr. President, omuntu to me yes idea TikTok no guo. Mahama kwasia pa. Mahama woni mi nyansa. And NDC for omuntu to me type into mamu for mu serious. O say police dogs. I mo dompe. Mo pebe, mo MP before girls mo pebe. And I was steady here. So about TikToker, I'm show you know to me text, I'm to me type it. Thank you, Kevin. Share TikTok messages, baby. I Dynamic Friday, so I text it. Internet Jesus. I'm seeing so many text messages. Please tap on the screen. And this is from Mary Ho. I can see they can't type. And this is every year we are giving them broken heart. And this is free Tifa baby ho. I'll be brave. Men call for me on TikTok. I'm going to me type. I'm going to be on school. I'm going to be MP before good TikTok, I'm going to type it. I've been make we are Mr. Bekasa. Abua. Oh, Kobina, we are mena make Lash baby, we are eight. Na send and kedru me so I'm more from what you see a boozy or pipe one. Moon to me throw MP before moon to me type or moon to me text it. Debia and a Mahama ya Kevin Taylor no, cause Siam Penny, Messeko type, that me read him out, a bofunu. Mugun, we are seeing as a mobile bruchery, who fees are puffy. We toughen up, we tea in here. Me no man, I'm a charge it. Hey, nothing imagine boom. Hey, my butt down na me nam. Do I bear my uncle Ke or Ghana ho? So I bear my would be a word to her to send me a Cassa Kevin Taylor. Now TV soon found on some board because a sack Kevin Taylor no. And Kahona Bone say yes, or you're crying no yere. A charge me. Hey, abim. Hey, me say, I was saying, and then Friday between the gym time be a. There was a Bama or Ghana no Uncle Ke. Menkasaka Kevin ye say wamamo. And the mabuoku kake na hwa de. Wo yire kura nya wo yire biem. Megye no e de na bo afore. Ai, me say, there was a Bama no. And near den no. Obetena social media, Facebook, den or say Kevin Taylor no. And e kire so we Bama. Otumfo say tutu okasa o si bo. Me asante hini otumfo say tutu me kasa kire ohini wei and e kire so oye Bama ba. Abuofuru ye ntwa ontohwe oso ye Bama. Bomidin. Bo eko bedu ka Kevin Taylor. O de mama na nya tenten ke mo ka ke. O de so ye Bama wa MPP mu no. On social media nka ke no hu bibia me tena kroma me dictate baby obeda. Me dictate baby a wo yire de ne to besi. Me dictate baby a wo omba beda. Me ena me control mu. I control because Nyankopon sa wom. Enye eniso kan onyame nsa wom. So I will sit in America and I will control. Facebook no way. Money is live here on Loud Silence TV tonight. Thank you very much. Inti mo amoye adwuma amutwika enwumre a mutie Kevitela mbetime tie mo radio so. Me ankasa mo be radio a me wa license. Eye me radio, me property me wa me madia. You see, more properties be brave. Radio don't come check what bet my invest to 200 years. And okay, bet my show me radio. Bet my ETA Android so and answer Apple so. Into more person mu tie mo radio so mo bet my App Store no. Mo use iPhone papa no. Mo ko App Store na mo download Loud Silence Radio. So person who say radio ni edwa ma menchro. Ni nyina ya media majapade I me am sika. Me sa $5,000 a month for TV. Inti mo person mu tie ba me bo radio ni nchro. So radio nini. 200 years. And okay, bet my show radio. Bet my Android so and answer Apple so. That's how it works. It's me. That's investment. At my age, may very versatile. Go baby ma tap baby intimino metia me so we bema boke. All right, now mo me action on enko enim. MPP for girls mo feel me mo pɛ me ɔmo kɔ hyehyɛ bathroom ɔmo hwɛ me hey boy we ye didi na tem wo bedwam aso ye pɛ no hey ka me be ma no a hwɛ wo pɛ me wo support nkwasiafo party wo pɛ so ɔne me sign sisan wadwene ah enti when this MPP for girls mo pɛ me MPP mo pɛ me some mo ye nkurase for mo doors mo pɛ me mo hyehyɛ mo dem mo pa mo nko an ka mo na mo hwɛ me ai some mo pɛ me hu se ana mo hu ana mo se ai apeke ana agiram
Iskin paluda I did not pick it, I pick it. Hey, I did not pick it, I pick it. Shaking my meal, I get it. Baby, I so swan, I pick it. Kim paluda.
This is for the puppet.
But I am gonna spend the money. Come away from me. This is for the come away from me. But I am gonna spend the money. For the come away from me.
This is for the puppet.
This can paluda. I did not pick it, I pick it. Hey, I did not pick it, I pick it. Shaking my meal, I get it. Baby, I so swan, I pick it. Kim paluda. This is for the market. This is for the market. But I am gonna spend the money. This is for the come away from me.
This is for the
come away from me. But I am gonna spend the money. This is for the come away from me.
This is for the puppet. I'm feeling me fucking. I'm just hey boy no. I had that. I so R. Kelly no any sua 1994. I omuntiase. Ede oya wo hwie nye wo pɛ me MPP ni wo pɛ me so ntumi type me de so wo pɛ me also hu typing won ntumi type abentumi no nya bibia enti MPP girls na mo TikTok no mon try na mon sua typing na ye didi we na Yamrahama na Kevin Taylor na mo yakwase ende ba ku bi na metumi stressa Alban Babin teni won ye me see MPP for NDC for de o maji me say jai na typing ne enkan ma ho greetings from abroad type keke ne enkan ma ho eno so da ne ntokwa MPP for multi type guys mo feel me MPP for mo pɛ me pa me say me minim bibia omo hyehyɛ omo dem anadwo a no mo Kevin Taylor mo pɛ me ai whatever mo pɛ me oh ai me be phone lines on back mo pɛ me some boys ni no na makom TikTok boy in di na tem say asem o kanyina say no kura makom be munim say me hu nti mo bɔkɔ bunsam gem mo pɛ me girls mo pɛ MPP girls mo pɛ me ai Mombema ni nyina na yakon ai omai de se kokohwe de e no na nam Ghana ai obodi mafufufu se nketi anti muhu mbema ye clean shave say ya president papa bi o wiase bi clean shave clean shave ana hunda check e wiase president papa bi ni patitru bi o wiase bi clean shave because that is the hallmark of a clean decent good smelling man. Majority of mbema bi o wi ne kakra bi no mo smell good but majority no mo mo pɛ me MPP girls mo pɛ me. All right, mama jujum. Now, and the case oh no, makase Ghana no enye nyina na ose to aba. The reason why makasa na say anybody boy it is all to aba. I we say it is all to aba.
Kwasia oba besia, wabo bosia, wabo aba besia. Wabo bosia 200 million. What's what they for kwadu? Na kwadu ewurade adu ebiliboma na bo wuchi mi no ena me mi nwa ba no meka mo fani kwaje kwadu ebiliboma ewurade adu e ba sai
jese me se me 2028 ko MPP vote esi e beto aba e be test enye so obi asori ado beto aba me di 18 beto aba ye be jai sa de no enti MPP vote jimi ni nti MPP for school amon penti ene jimi nti Mumudo do ne be test polling station ansa ne ato aba. Into ba ebebusa akohia. Nti mo anko school. Na mo di part de chi ye na nanom. Ene na nakoye wei. Ene ne akoko de na nakoko ntokwa. Ene na ne wei ye bo we tuo. Ene mo di mu jimi wi. Mo wi emponchi bini ni ayade. Mo MPP for de bi. Ye be ye test ansa ne ato aba. Wa hwe mo nyina mo to aba de bi o. Esi awudu ani ama pen and paper chiro udin natural myself ansa na wato. Wa hwe next 2020 mo benya 2% mo. Because me very sure say me say ntafo omusua de omutumi chiro budin etumi chiro myself. I wanna for the men ko brofo omo be hey man take you I'm coming Mr. Livingston obe chiro infant for the Mr. Brown don't go there. Bonofo ni school ko he bonofo omo de to for ma omo be chiro nice. Oko eye enzima kwa me nkroma go for no omo ko school for ke nam no ko school ka ekumo omo ko school rough eye oba eye ehifa uwure tese omo na mo yeah before you guys go to myself go to about 2% mo za go for inti 2028 there aboatwe you better myself and send ya to about e be be so krum ha me say ade be TikTok every no ade be get TikTok dey see ano untumi use video without copyright or say everything be air texting mo de be so krum ha mo nyina bo wu mo untumi type e na nkwase ade mo amuntumi read mo amuntumi tro ena mugu party echi na jibi ena ena na de ntoma ma wei ena ena na asase nie ena ena na ne we kunye ebusia ntokwa de Ghana ho ben ebusiafo na ekwo mo ntokwa Ghana Ghana ho ben ebusia ntokwa de say ebusia ntokwa ye ka Ghana se na ekekere Ghana etime maka kire mo 2028 ye be exam sansan ya to aba no ye be hwe de bezo okrum ha me John Mahama anka mame ato mame aye exam sansan ya to aba e ho na nke behu 2% kranka bunya mo metna krum ha hwe before I start the show me refi man kan kire mo this is the president of the Republic of Ghana egigim makumbem sa lose wa mo lose ahye mo papa ayamo ya metie mo a pain wom sometimes mo kasa on social media na ade na metie yaw wom ha me but mo bewu yaw ni bekumo mo president ni ndwan muntie MPP for nyansafo no man to aba na omo de omo tumi to aba man kwasiafo no omo 2028 omo to aba biem ayin because kakre bi be 1% pe omo ye be 13,000 omo no man to aba nipa 13,000 ayin the wash at read nipa 13,000 per to aba see the another 13 ka omo tumi wini ayin enti mo president ni munya di na muntie kwasiafo mo tumi text TikTok for MPP TikTok for mesiriwa mo president ni ndwan Matina buru chechiti bonku mo numu kankan mo president ni mudina temo mo president election ba kwa mo lose ye de bia na mudi atem eye mo ya ende mo aka 42 years old Mahama onyan di 60 years of power e beche rough 4 years e be ba na mo amodi 62 no mo di 68 na mo bewu John Mahama endi 4 years no we no we di 52 no we di 62 wa we di 50 no we di 54 What inti John Mahama only 4 years na mo mudu do mu bewu John Mahama so wia another one beba sa 42 years inti mo amotia sisi ar mo nkai se mo nyina mu bewu ansa na MPP nya power inti ana mo ho ye mo mobo inti mo nyina mo njai party na mo tira mo baby because mo nyina mu bewu ansa na mo se nya power inti mo mo bra se mo bako heaven enye se mo bra se ye beba power over power da be wo bewu 42 years election ba kwa muluzi ye de bia tenini de bia Mohammed yakwase o nya Kevin Taylor yakwase o ensesa bibia Osafo Mafo we did 92 ono ohu bibia biem fremo pare obewu je ekufo papa obewu eyi okpodi obewu obo mudi banyimina muso amaka no 40 years mo amodi 40 sisia no NDC free for no modi 82 muso mu bewu mo amodi 40 sisia wo MPP mu no NDC free power na modi 80 na muso mawu intesi ana de ye ka no enye mu generation asam ne ye ka generation bi dada foforo bi ne ye ka o masam intese mubo it is better you people concede the pain say mo agia tum say 42 years na de mo ye na ensesa bibia mu bewu intinke jaya ho a na nka makofa akwa we abaso mbe ye president papa jasko turtleneck the baumia intinke ye jiminti na nke ekoto aba no na nke se akwa we medi president aja just ye Jimmy Kura nti nkiyama ni anya dia ena ya anya exposes ena ye ngina mo so a ena ye ndi matema mumu bia hu se mo Jimmy oni se mo to aba nti kamo kofa akwa we abress o be di president mumu boda mo hu mo e bi bwana mo boda mo hu mo sa ambesiri wa for na bonum kankan na mo gu MPP mu no ayi na mo boda mo hu mo nyina mo bawu ansa na mo nya power mo bra mo wa ye den mo ndidi o mo to ice cream mo ndi ma mo honto mo na mo bawu because John Mahama kwa aka 42 years more inti se mo ba bibia mo nya ne ndem mo nya ne ntam na mo wu anke ama ani anya de anka mo de akwa we bre say o be di president mo adwenya adwuma ho me yesi afa me ho ye be di Kevin tell atem ye be di Mahama atem me John Mahama onim ne sanem Mahama ena me eye Taylor me wudi Mahama atem enka me weni adin akotena Ghana na di Mahama atem so obetuni na tena kuro dum a mo chiw do me yo mo tete mantwe na mo di atem and nansi am so Kevin Taylor mo problem nyina say am so ma Kevin Taylor mba Ghana. I thought you say you people were saying say Kevin Taylor can never come if your man come to Ghana. Masasa no. They say some call NI before mo ko petition. Now my den you see Kevin Taylor ba Ghana inti den you see eyi oh yanchi Kevin hey mo boda mo hu. Now because I say come to Ghana no. You see I no mo nka biom. You see we are looking for you, looking for me. Yeah, mo mianjum. The caption of the day, Papa we ebedi president. Mo boda mo hu. And we are going to try and explain to Ghana who JB Danquah is. And I'm not going to make it so complicated because JB Danquah time na owo no. Nyoma oye ye boni odi ye. Sa NLM UP MPP UP NLM MPP sa party we are tribalism ashemuma nyansa fe ne nyansa omunhada ni bi no and they be din hudwuma kakra because John Mahama the president of the Republic of Ghana okasa no okachire wiase nyina say declassified documents are CIA if we release it say JB Danquah na or a traitor Mutala Mohammed so aka bibi o parliament enti sa nyoma ni nyina no and ye bege kensie ni ma wohu bebi a eye sa party we omu free party we bonyo no ye JB Danquah mo any creative party where ye de kopie eye menhia enti we will let you understand why so ya Ghana in there na sa wo tie politics ni ade a also transi busa ho say na sa MPP we eye party a nipa da seni onim nyansa betumi di ekire. But before I do that, I need to read this to Ghanaians. This is a very important notice. Oya Ghana ni a sa nyoma we e wo say odi tu hofo wa mo hwe me the young people in Ghana, the old people in Ghana aya oti Ghana oti kroma ma ekromo ho emra no fa tu hofo fa ba obra because ene na beboa wo ema sebio unkofa wo ho enkoto asemu a okwakoda efiase enyansafo no mo Ghana no omutie me. And it is always important to say nyoma say ekura wutim no emra ewoma e wo so wudi so. Now there's something called Cyber Security Act 2020. Also obia ehu sade no we a young man, we a young woman. It does not matter baby awo baby awo free dia wo ye semra so mu a ujimi a ubedemache. It is sometimes ye betena ha we try to also do what educate Ghanaians about a corona utim no emra also udiso. Now this act no in Ghana threatening to release someone's nude pictures to coerce them into doing something is considered as serious offense under the Cyber Security Act 2020. Yesi Ghana ha se ufra obi ana uhuna obi ana odi koti kwa bi so efre nipa bi se opese wo daada no ehuna no na wo kacha nse se wanya bibia ma me a me de sebio uhu naked picture ana se onufu ana o body ana ohu be kire ewiase no Ghana emra kire se nipa bi ye saa na se evidence wo ho e kire se saa nipa no wa ye bibi saa Ghana emra ne kire se Mrs. Thank you. Ghana emra ne kire se Cyber Security Act 2020 no e kire se nipa na wa ye saa no we boom braso na eye broni yusu word be serious offense under that act. Anytime I just say, oh, you're Ghana now, these are very important things. Ultimate flow being say, hey, So when you we am me a me do naked picture beba bontene we bumbra so Ghana mbra no ehye wo se wo se atwa so we education na ye we be ma kake Mr. P, I can do that for him. Mr. P, I can do that for him. Thank you. Mr. P, I've done it. I've done it for him. So, we are Ghana young man also utie. Now, okay, a act na. So, obi, efa koti kwanso, epese, obu ni pebi, or dada ni pebi, or force ni pebi momu ye bibia, abra enyom will. Na so kachiro mu se, sawa nya, endia me wo pictures, me wo videos, me de bekwa bontene, ema mansen hu a, Ghana mbra ne kire se, eye mra, eye bonikesia, ewo se, Ghana mbra no, eso watwin, waso no twin waso. Uko enima o say, if you're a man say ke, punishment, you see, asotwe a ewo ho no young men na mo hwe me no any young women no asotwe ewo ho no wa fra obi e wanye we ama me a me naked video but de ehu krampon say wa text nipa na evidence wo ho ehu chen bibia say nipa no to me the evidence na kire say de wa ye nie na ye trace ne emu say ampa de wo ye nie a ehu chen bibia enti mo mbrante ne mbaba wa na mo hwe me no ehia pa se mo be fa sa de we atum kotodwom if you a man say ken or say ke. Now, asotwea eka hunie. Say such acts are classified as blackmail or sexual extortion, which can attract a jail term of 10 to 25 years. Ghana mrana meka nchire no. We nyame na mshare you. Yes saade no wo ye. Na se sebio emrane ne wudi na echew se ampara wa ye. Na se sebio enjina so wo ho na aban ensa so mu a yɛde wakɔtwere efiase mfie du ekopum mfie du mienu eduonu num 10 to 25 years if a man say ke keke so we are just educating the public say we yes sir we are brantie we are babawa now we yes sir we go dem 10 to 25 years Ghana mra your friend Cyber Security Act 2020 inti se evidence chiwa enya tobe o enya teni o enya petrabetri o eye mra yo bibi your friend mra now okan de kan ho a me kan a kire wo ma me starting free soro na me nhye mu kena na me ma enkinkom na de oye be ma no nka ke o say punishment in here. Such acts are classified as blackmail or sexual extortion, which can attract a jail term of 10 to 25 years. Secondly, almost say additionally, the Criminal and Other Offense Act 1960 Act 29 also considers this as a form of extortion, which is a second-degree felony. Conviction under this law can lead to imprisonment of at least 5 years. You jail 25 years in the know for just telling the pan say, so why you way mame, so why you way mame, me will naked videos, me the bet shre, ama ya day, nipa de hu, na se chill, na evidence was sa na ya 10 to 25 years now become. And no ya baako. Na the saka will be say, sa action no kra na wo ye no, sa adena wankasankasa oye no and also krana esa attract another additional jail term which is 5 years. So for you to just be doing that no what committee boni mienu extortion because o catch say why nye we ya meye we etiawo inti we are looking in a range between 10 to 30 years if your man say ke. If you are a man me enya mi o me ni obi ani asem o eya nchirechiremu na me chirechiremu and when nyina no se Ghana mra no enya evidence kire say Ghana ni aya saade we ya o se mra ne di if you a man say ke intimidate be ba se me be chirechire Ghana imbebunu omo hwe me ene omo a sebio omo pese omo di obras oman no mra so na obia ho to no intimidate me ba se me be chirechire mra ne mu Imetiwa, imabawa, young men and women, mamo yesa, because so yes, sana mranchewa, between 10 to 30 years, you'll be dim. making sure say evidence wo na say police for and investigators who say evidence ni afenchim dia waso be hye yeah me da say we dey me ba say me be kire ade mu akire mo so if you're a man wa wo hwem na wo ye be ma no a wo so dey obo odin wo hwa te se me no but na TV social media ne kake bo me din the Kevin Echo Bedu Taylor Bema ena okasa obodin nti na metena ha me bodin ti do so ye bema te seme otumi bu ne pa e wo ba so te seme a sebi o ose one de ne bema ne hunsuo gina ho no onbebo Kevin Echo Bedu Taylor social media on the opekura mama ne nka Kevin Echo Bedu Taylor onka ke media me say if you a man say ke inti mon send a message in come Ghana for nyina you see if you a man say ke men can tinting o text kra o comment o baby men ka bibia o de o kwa o say if you a man say ke if you a man say ke eno akeke I'm fine I say if you are a man say ke me Kevin Taylor no kra wa eno kra da asem de achew if you are a man say ke na hwe de besi me ti America o but I'll decide what happens to the ebesi wo Ghana if you are a man say ke all right mummy anjum now, let's go straight and clear this one too. Also, Obiati Asia said, this boy is a criminal. This boy is part of our show. This boy is also one person we cannot allow to walk on the streets of Ghana. He needs to go to jail. Williams Anefi Sapon Oyewi. Ne mame eka no ho no mobɔ krono no. Ne papa eka ho no mobɔ krono no. Ni nuanom ka ho no mobɔ krono no. This boy went to dupe a lady in Kumasi, a friend Gloria. Obane hai nyoma et hai dying eto nyoma gumu man no di nyoma nyina edwane ye no betena nkran. And also your marketing. Sa Obano so is coming out with an exclusive on this guy. Boy we Oyewi from Tete. He's a criminal. My money 2 things to do. Umbra Bontini only just a video, 20 seconds video. I don't know John Mahama. I have not sat in any meeting with anybody to discuss any contract or a deal, gold refinery deal, and I've never added John Mahama to any of my deals. As simple. And as secondly, I'm from the certification in Bachelor Ghana for say, or a real doctor. And no. But until this criminal does that, ne mame, ne papa, omonene ye fraud, no. Every single day when I come on my show, I will show the world who they are. Boy, ne papa ni or a kromfo onim de ne bane ye. He is part of the cartel. Ne papa enim ne bane kro no obo. Papa we eka boy no ho e na mu wian kwofo e na nkom person de John Mahama din ekoye fraud. This man, he is part of this boy's fraud. Maka kire no until he does that, ne papa ne maame ne busuafo edin pa internet so da. And I'm not going to allow him to rest. I am not going to allow him to steal from anybody. Never. I am going to make sure he ends up in jail. This is his mother. She is also involved in the crime. Also a fraudster. On any bano and a frauding kofo. This boy, Adia now person ye Eddie Muhammadin, Eddie Boneno, Mami Weinim. This woman, she knows about it. She is also a criminal. She is also a criminal. Until this boy does what I have told him to do. His name is part of my show. And I'm going to make sure he ends up in jail. Wey Oyewi, Williams Anefi Sapon. Mo amudi de chinimushi am kan say Kevin Taylor say ya adie mienu pe ade na wontumi nye. Do only 2 things. Now din o mami dinda, o papa dinda, because for now no the world knows say your mother is a criminal. O mami ya kromfo. And our papa so ya kromfo. If you say someone nim say o ya kromfo and come catch say yeah. Na obia hu say o nya kromfo. But omu nim say o ya kromfo nti they are all hiding with you. Omu nyina ya kromfo ni nuanom so nie. Sikana owia no o de hwe ni nuanom we wo school. And ni nuanom we so esua ne fraud no. Enti sa fraud na Williams Anefi Sapon eye no. Oni ni nuanom nketua we na o kire omo. Small girl we small boy we their part. And a almost committed crime. A family, a cartel. And this boy is the fraudster who is showing Ninyan Ketua way how to defraud people. Williams said, or a doctor, I'm for the certificate in Betre. William Mekanche Ghana for say, on continent meeting, Bia say, Embo Mahamadin, and Kanche, Obia Brunibia say, John Mahama and Adam Fwa, on fa a ye Sikamano, non fa be gold refinery, na John Mahama, Bemana, Nipana a contract to her. Way a ye simple, one also a life coach was a day. Do it. I keep telling people, me catch us say idea. Now why ye now something ask them call. This boy and his siblings, they are criminals. Until we are not done, I will be back to this matter. I will make sure that this boy is jailed. He ends up in jail. Because for John Mahama Dean, the president, for the Dean and Koya fraud. This boy tried to use Sami Jemfi. He was trying to force a meeting with Sami Jemfi. Nyamena boa Sami Jemfi ma meeting we amaso. He used another gentleman say, "Oh, Madam for Samini and in the school, Maminko who Sami, Uncle Beso Ras Sami office don't Sami trap picture and no, Uncle finish NDC government, no. This boy. Nyame and the protected Sami Jemfi boy we enshia. And Kende called the Sami Jemfi koye. Until I am telling him, Loud Silence Media, this production, you are part of it. Every single day we will remind the internet and the world that you, your parents, and your siblings, you are fraudsters. Me say, okay, so be court. I didn't know court, no. I thought you said you were going to go to court. And I now just said me about your idea. Me say, Mr. Rao, I thought to say, what's the court? I want you to go to the court. Yenti court na sembium. Come out and tell us what happened to the court you said you were going. But say a court now also kono. Kwasia, oje sami akora. Oje sa Ghana voji mi ohun. Wa ko fa letterhead na wodi udi abeto say watch say okọ court. Na ame adebra kwasia na ne konse prekuba no. Kwasia mpe na onye dwuma bia no. Ono atamo air post nyoma. Na ame adebra ono he na oduru. Ame adebra who knows him? Ame adebra lazy man. The yiri na ebo hard wa ha na kwasi otigana didi nkora. Why the concert your organist, Pentecost organist, kwasi ato, and I will use Amia Debra. Who knows Amia Debra? Amia Debra. Na he mu tin or sharp boxer shots as with the camelichi. Kwasi apenyi on na obe yuzuno. Oh bodam. Court no me twen o court no. I am waiting for the court. With the munimon. Me say mo party no me guno asa achi akromfo ni nyina gum. Me ka asam cha na buje se media agro me say MPP me guno me wi na masa achi akromfo ni nyina gum. Obi antumi nye foko. I have control over your party. And I keep telling MPP for I have control over your party. I will decide party nipo also di enim. Bodam ni also di enim. I will make sure we keep you people in opposition for 42 years. There's nothing you people can do. You cannot live in me and I'm deciding the fate of that party. Party destiny in Ekutaminsem. I will keep you people where you are for 42 years. All right. What is here? Hello. Oh, okay.
The ranking member on the Food, Agriculture and Cocoa Affairs Committee, Eric Opoku, highlighted this concern during a press briefing in Accra. Key findings by the minority indicate that the cocoa production decreased to 655,000 tons over 4 years, whereas Cocoa Board Health Office expenditure skyrocketed to 3.4 billion Ghana cedis in 2023.
All right, so Bright is she could not survive cancer. And my condolence to Bright and a yet Nebusia, a yet Bright, we see aka Atobra. So bad, his mom just passed. And it hurts because this is the time and also Bright is about to enjoy a yet the hustle. This is the time and can maybe enjoy the more school didn't call any bra or bray. But God knows best. Onyamine nim the oye. And we pray that Onyankopon enhye Bright today. He's lost his mom through cancer. I think so on the 20th, no more a year 1 week, And I'll find more details about it and then share with you. I don't know, but he's a young man. There's a time every woman, every mother will be happy to see their son being mentioned and sitting on TV and basically also telling her friends to say me baniye. But onyame ma and onyame eji. We know God will keep her soul, and we believe that the reason why onyame is suffering at this moment, God knows what He has ahead for Bright and Ninuanom and in the family. So our condolence to Bright and also his family. We are here to support. We are here to show love, and we will do our best to make sure, say, all the needed support he needs as a Ghanaian and also as a brother to us, we will also do our best to help Bright. And see, this week, next week, out of respect for Bright Mame passing on, this video of Bright, I'm not going to play it. He's mourning, and with all due respect, we know sometimes how excited we get when we watch Bright's video near the day, but he's in a very difficult situation now. We are going to show the woman or the mom some good respect. We are not going to play the video for some time. We are going to mourn with our brother, and we are going to make sure, we keep him up to be able to also live through these very difficult times. May her soul rest in peace. Our condolence to our brother. We know we will meet your mom in heaven. Now, Gigim, let's take care of that table. So, and it's got to do with this man. Okay, let me go here. It's got to do with Papa with your friend JB Danquah. I'm a history teacher, but always what I try to do is say history about any facts we share with other Ghanaians for them to know baby I do as a nation and why majority of Ghanaians are not supposed to even buy into the idea say there is a political party that thinks about Ghanaians. The NPP as a political party is was carved out of lies. Their party is filled with people who have never sat down to even think about Ghana as a nation. This is JB Danquah Ekufuado. Nana, this man, Ekufuado Busheni Pano, almost JB Danquah, Danquah Buzia, a tradition. It's MP before Kasa, almost just say, way and a party, almost started to a party, Papa way or ye CIA snitch. Or ye in Conforna America for fan in Mrebi, a use your etia Ghana. That is his record, the legacy, And when you go around the world, so about JB Danquah Dia, that is what pops up, even on the internet. He worked for the CIA against Kwame Nkrumah's regime. And the reason was that Kwame Nkrumah be the president there, and the Nkobefa Kwame Biaso, now we took Kwame Nkrumah. So basically, JB Danquah na watina oye busu Ekufuado busu this man or no na oye jumama America for in the 60s to make sure say they na Kwame Nkrumah person oye nyina no wakodi konkonsa say Kwame Nkrumah chere America for. So ye ka JB Danquah or a snitch or a traitor. So Bronikas will be a snitch, a traitor, or they said Judas. Owa impetene dininam. You understand? This is not about emotions. This is not about hate. This is about history and facts. So it is not about tribe. And it's not about personalities. It's about what people did. Their record they left behind. The facts. Into political Judas. A political traitor. A political snitch. In Ghana's history, is this man called JB Danquah, who is related to Ekufuado. He is part of those guys who basically sabotaged Kwame Nkrumah and ended up killing Kwame Nkrumah because they didn't believe, say, a young man like Kwame Nkrumah will come from the US or the UK to come to Ghana with a good heart for Ghanaians to embrace him. In Tuti JB Danquah. Who JB Danquah out, he said Judas. He's a political snitch. He is a political traitor. Into JB Danquah ko pie kuro bi to say North Korea so a ankebe hangin wo edwom ne etwaniti. If you said your ye no etia oman na ye wo no wom. JB Danquah ko pie China ankede be sane dwom ne de pia wo ne mfe ne de sekan awo nani ne etwaniti. Because the ye no etia ekuro no. Inti JB Danquah de ye no enye small thing, a serious matter. Inti eye adia oye Nanado Danquah Kufuado uncle no ne papa nua. Nanado Danquah Kufuado learn the politics no from JB Danquah. And intina de biano omo kasa omo say Danquah buzia because sa Danquah way ena omo nyina sua bibia free no ho. Nanado Danquah Kufuado ne wofanie. De papa nua. Or na titi Kufuado or politics mu. Or na chire ne say sa party a wudi chire we no yempe Kwame Nkrumah asem. This is NPP or mobile. He said he's a disease to Ghana as a nation. So who now ya the pa yebeka wichi in sempa. More times ana nipa bi eheda chichire nsem na omaka to nipa bi to. But dear fene say so bana beto abakosem na onya abotise na wutie papa na uhu no kore no. And the Ghana fo nyina kasa kasa. Kansem adan yesi JB Danquah or ye Judas, the political Judas of Ghana. Dear no ye. JB Danquah no a snitch. Kwame Nkrumah bomb attempt on his life. Ni nyina na JB Danquah buziamo and ne shasie. They have been doing this for years. And you see, it's not like omunim de na omo ye. From day one, they knew, say, Kwame Nkrumah was going to be a great leader. They never wanted Kwame Nkrumah to lead Ghana. Until this man and his group decided to destroy Ghana. Now, may I go back and share nyomabia isi. Because some people are making a lot of noise in Ghana. The reason why I wait and say, "Yepesa Ghana for who JB Danquah is." Send a bear nipebi busa questions, sir. Nia Kachom said they are asking the wrong people. The answers are all over the place. They can get their answers because and they are sorry, this is what we heard. Ya to say a group almost free Ochiman. And remember, you can say Ochiman group and ya achimfo nyina nipa kuo kitwe bi. But there's a group that is the mistake we make. Enti Ekufuado ebusuafo mo free ebuakwa mo hene eye Mr. Boachi. Omo busuafo kitwe bi na omo person mo represent achimfo. That is wrong. A small clan cannot represent a whole community or a whole clan. They can't. This is a small group of family members. And they are sorry, the TNN say, thank you, Mr. S. Group bia oma bon kokura omoto achenchene. Aba be ka kire Ghana for say, omo ye achim group, omo nye achim group, omo ye Kufuado ebusuafo group. Achimfo nyansafo no will not have time to come to parliament to petition speaker because the history is there for everyone to see. Inti achimni a onim nyansa no. Achimni a ope brea ope so ye adwuma. Achimni a ope do kore no. That Achimni will not waste his time to come to Accra to find answers because the answers are on the internet. The facts are there. They are declassified documents. They know the truth. Into this group of small ingrates, I'm representing the whole Achimfo. This small group of tiny, minute, tribalistic, blackface individuals. I'm feeling so entitled. A handful of ignorant souls think say they can take a Achimfo for granted. Nti omo di omo nkwasi asema omo say Achimfo nyina say enya Achimfo nyina because Achimfo nya nkwasiafo. Eye saa ebusuan we Kufuado frim. Saa ebusuan kitwa we no omo na omo mpa adwuma omo mpa bre. De omo ka cho say omo ye lawyers. JB Danquah no ye lawyer. Omo nhye da mbie adwuma ma obi nya bi. De bia omo ko asase on litigations. de bia omo bu obi aginisem sika saa ekuo ketewa bi no mbese omoma achimfo nyina ye nipa bonini. These are traitors with traitors lineage. Now edien na omo se enyema omo Ochiman youth papa ogina we hwenkofo mjeje omonim tumtum omo disiste omo so omo ye youth. In the first place, they are even liars. Ochiman youth petition speaker over alleged derogatory remarks against JB Danquah. Omo say omo tena obusuan fie omo ahemfie bi no omo tena ho adwene ho ehun say obi aka asem yetie JB Danquah the Judas into omo ba parliament omo ntie omo ho ase kuro we mu afupa o cause omo ti na pupu to aso but democracy nti na nkoso nkomo ti ade bechi pupu but democracy nti bibi science they had the confidence and omo ko gina parliament to say omo petition speaker of parliament so onye den obi aka say tia JB Danquah the Judas the snitch the traitor into omo nti omo hase. They want explanation. You saw some of these ingrates.
On that day, the honorable member for Bakwa South, Dr. Kingsley Ajimai, in the lawful exercise of parliamentary duty, delivered a commemorative statement in honor of the late Dr. Joseph Bache Danquah, an eminent statesman, scholar, a pivotal figure in Ghana's constitutional development. In the course of those proceedings, the Honorable Murtala Muhammad, Member of Parliament for Tamale Central, in contributing to the discussion, made remarks that are now a matter of record, asserting that, quote, it is important to emphasize the point that he, JB Danquah, into brackets, betrayed his state. Further to this, the honorable member reportedly referenced Martin Maridate, the state of Africa, alleging that Dr. Danquah was an operative of the United States Central Intelligence Agency, to bracket CIA, and received remuneration to act against the interests of Ghana. These statements, unsubstantiated and historically questionable, misrepresent the legacy of Dr. Danquah and risk perpetuating inaccuracies in the official records of Parliament. While we acknowledge and uphold the right of members of Parliament to free speech and debate within the confines of Article 115 of the 1992 Constitution, such privilege carries with a duty to ensure that parliamentary discourse is grounded in factual accuracy and historical integrity. Moreover, Article 116 of the Constitution provides for inquiry into any statement that, upon prima facie examination, warrants corrective measures in the interest of fairness and accuracy.
I don't come and tell you. San kwasiafo ya so so galajo ade no mo kan no kwasiafo no mjere jomo tiase o galamse age o masa asiafo an kwasiafo no poison oba faka kwasia bia mo ticket ama fa oe bus abankan chesase ye mu ayese nkofo mo ye moa san kwasiafo we omo eden obi ama mo sika mo fa oe bus atambrofo ato mo kon ho omo twa brofo ahemu e de ahye omo tiom e de aba se omo de be kire kwasiafo asema wo ka no nkwasiafo no mugire kire omo ntiase uhwe omo nima nkwafo no mugire kire a de akwale ge ka wono omo nti komo.
On that day, the honorable debate within the confines of Article 115 of the 1992 Constitution, such privilege carries with a duty to ensure that parliamentary discourse is grounded in factual accuracy and historical integrity. Moreover, Article 116 of the Constitution provides for inquiry into any statement that, upon prima facie examination, warrants corrective.
Sagwasefoi inkwasiasebo gwa. Omo toto gala omo num galamse nsuo. Omo te galamse mu. Sagwasefo ya ne ku JB Danquah edu. JB Danquah edu. Onu su frobu krobo enfo mo ho. We mo Jimmy. They are naturally born stupid. Ose Kevin Didiatem. She. Wemuno. They came to Accra to defend a political Judas. Hey, Na mudin say ye Jimmy your time oh. Mudin say ye Jimmy ena mo bankran galamse a emmene mo ne mo hene na tim na mo ya galamse na mo de galamse na tie adware galamse na tie na mo de adware ende emrantie kasatia mo a mo kro no a mo bo a mo se betu o ma de so ende obi kasatia mo okro ni mo a na so yo hene a na mo tata na ye betu ade so the same thing some assemblyman bi obeye o hene o ma tata na sa ade a abrantie ne ka no kra kire mo owo achem ho owo ebu akwa adentia abrantie se de mo ye ne nye omo nyina pese obuku no and why the greatest enemy omo pende ku no ohene se ebetu ade so adentia wo be ka no kra kire mo na mudi mu Jimmy afo ba saban kran kame ban kam je so maka se Jb Danquah edusu ewu ye pese ewu nipa oku no ntwaboa mo Jimmy mo ba be dem mo pe questions mo pe answers about political Judas Jb Danquah. We'll give you the answers today. When you're emotional thing, it's not tribalistic or anything. We are telling you what the facts say. And it's John Mahama state in his speech, during the independence celebration, or say declassified documents. It says Jb Danquah is a traitor. John Mahama a declassified document, no. It was Omoni Jb Danquah ye Jumana ya America for no declassified document and the who say Jb Danquah is a political Judas. So this political Judas and the mafaka bankran say mope answers. A political Judas who was behind the Jesus of Ghana politics, Kwame Nkrumah, tried to kill Jesus Christ, Kwame Nkrumah. He ended up like a madman in Petenary in Nam. Weja. Weja. Menga. Now, sa answers no mo pen almost say NDC MP IFNO Mutala Muhammad aka assemble of parliament omo ntiase. Now assemble na Mutala Muhammad ekaye mumienkotie. Mr. Did you get me the video? All right.
Espouse your points and I espouse my points. Leave that to the judgment of the people of this country. I am quoting Martin Meredith's book of the State of Africa. He described Jb Danquah as one of CIA agents who was paid to betray his country. These are not my words. These are not my words. Mr. Speaker, I have a copy. I have a copy of that book in my office. No way. He played no role in the building of Akosombo Dam. Don't attribute something to him. And Mr. Speaker, he also said that Jb Danquah died a horrible death. And Abuja, as a matter of fact, the NLC constituted a committee to investigate the circumstance under which Jb Danquah died.
Honorable member, conclude.
He died in natural death.
Honorable member, conclude.
Speaker.
Honorable member,
to die. Member of Parliament.
Honorable member,
who put
honorable member,
the motion in it. Put it vote.
Honorable member,
motion. Put it down. He's
honorable member.
Put it down, madness. Put it down, madness.
What is it? Honorable members. Honorable members. Honorable members.
So this is what Mutala said. Now, Mutala Muhammad or NDC, when he was speaking, did he say his own words? He quoted. On some people before Jimmy. And that quote he made Sanka MPP for Nimunyansa no Monya Kromfo no Munim say JB Danquah a political Judas. What they should have done was that they should have gone back and check Baby Okoti Assembly Free. No more question source. No, the source is who you are supposed to question in Chabua. Mutala Ekoti source. So Mutala, in his speech, he did not say JB Danquah is a traitor. He said the source, that is history, the source that has been printed. You can go and check from this source, and that you will see that JB Danquah was a political Judas. Into Mutala Mohammed Bonebe na waye kwasiafo. Party amote ye Jimmy atro. Mote party said ye mote akonya. Into omuntiasie. So in parliament today, we cannot cite our references and sources. Also, Jimmy, the moment you start to mention JB Danquah is a CIA agent, and now your informant, they start to get jittery because party ni bile no. A conconsa for party, a Judas-like party. This guy is a traitor. All his actions when Kwame Nkrumah was president was treasonous. Opie North Korea and Kebe Chanity. Aman Koladi Abobo ewa Shangara Park so obuasi. Yes. Adia JB Danquah ye no. Sanka North Korea no war, Sanka China no war, Sanka Soviet Union any of the and Kebe Chinity na eye kejeteni ye chanity. Ye chanity we are near the shop politics by near near the bobo. But because some people don't want those histories to be they don't want people to be reminded about those stories. Hey, me can be biya wa how. Asemi American wa habia met site baby a free buy. Send ye beya sa wo ntokwa na oni baby a sauce no baby a free buy na sauce na kokon. Na me akọ me chiro baby a sauce no wo. Political Judas. Iti what is MPP for kasa and ye petumi oh JB Danquah ne wo fa se Akufo-Addo ebe so tumi mu wo nkwasa de ode ye. Yes. Because adwene da papa we trimu no enu bi na de Akufo-Addo and MPP for trimu. A whole political party, they murdered JB Danquah edu. Ebe sinde obi anka ho asem ndwan mafa base free mukurom. Se montia se a political Judas yeni yema mo answers. Mo pe answers. Na JB Danquah edu de mo pe answers wono ho. Na se court wo ho. Na ade ntina man ko file case no court. Na court osono ma amemo endi mu asem mama mo emmoa koto de ne bo gye JB Danquah is a political traitor. He's a political Judas. And that is what the history says. Go on Google right now and Google who is JB Danquah. It will tell you that JB Danquah is an informant to the to the CIA. It is clear. Declassified. Google right now and come back to me. Who is JB Danquah? I am not saying it. The stories are there. The people put it out there. And we are telling Ghanaians, saying that into what problem, go to the source, not me. I am not the source. And I'm a creative story, no. The facts are there. So follow the facts and go follow the source and go question the source. Google who is JB Danquah right now. It will tell you that JB Danquah was an informant to CIA. Ne juma no. I know did no. You was scanning as a snitch job. Moment to us. Inti Sanko Fowe ebe saadi and I'm catching Mitimika say Kevin or boss. We have to actually spend time and explain a few things to Ghanaians because history there and we didn't write the history. Your history accredited history ubetuma verify. In fact, there are a lot of them cry omo sa stories any fact they are there. You can approach, you can question, you can even sue. So be try there for JB Danquah ho na site say me na me troye medini ahana metia. You have the right to sue the person. Dirty people bibia nyamo me question mo da. But you have all the right on this planet to question people. We are questioning history. We are questioning things. So if you think the question is no, we need you go and follow a source na e decide and buy and no question source no. Arrogant people. Inti yedi Independence Day we and the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, can say me or say U.S. documents show CIA orchestrated Kwame Nkrumah's overthrow. And Oko read documents na declassified. It is in there. Say Jb Danquah Oyekufuado Wofa. He was the agent the CIA used then to overthrow Kwame Nkrumah. And no. What's the big deal here? Mr. S, Mr. P. Okay. I get it. Did you all right, Mr. S, I get it. Inti mema obi anye dede biso ya bema ka ke. Now let's go into the story. Ye Mr. Jb Danquah. Dey na kire say na o CIA agent. Omo trust story now, omo declassified story no. Omo to be the story now to abontene e ma wiase nyina hu. Do not question me. You need to question the source. Source ne boa me boa. So you need to do that work. I don't have to do that work. In the John Mahama can say they have declassified some documents. You know, you are supposed to question documents now. You declassify US for declassify. You know, you are not supposed to question John Mahama. John Mahama the way or your president, and he has been previewed to declassify documents. Into ono Bonnie Ben why Ghana near Obusa sa question say who is Jb Danquah? Bonnie Ben Ghana ni na ye mo boda mo hu. Is that all right? Thank you, Mr. S. Now, my mention, my dear. You see this man. His name is Richard Mahoney. Richard Mahoney. Oda hontiasi. Na ne papa ene ye ambassador US for the base Ombra Ghana. Ne papa na eye the ambassador, the US ambassador to Ghana. Inti time na ne papa ye ambassador na ne papa kept a lot of classified information. And nobody till date aba bontina beka say papa we already 73 years. The book a watchro American government a certifier man say obetuma tono. Nobody can come out and say that the man has lied. Nobody. Because when you write a book in the United States, everything you put in there, it should be certified. You should make sure, especially when it's a political book, it needs to go through the right channels before the book is cleared to be sold. Now, this man is called Richard Mahoney. Ne papa na the US ambassador to Ghana. Time na Kwame Nkrumah president at Jb Danquah na oye jumama CIA. Now, this man is 73 years old now. He is a senator, Arizona State University, and Okoye. Richard D. Mahoney is an American politician and academic. He was the Secretary of State of Arizona from 1991 until 1995. He has been the director of the School of Public and Plenty. He is still alive. You can contact him. You can email this man. Now, this man has written a book. And in the book, which the American government and American people, we have read, and the world around, politicians all over the place, nobody has contested whatever he has put out there because he had first-hand information from his father. Inti Saosha, the book edin the JFK or Deal in Africa, Richard D. Mahoney. This is the book. You can go on Google and buy it. The details are there. And this is just one part of the evidence that shows to say Jb Danquah. Now the Danquah Kufuada no wafa. Any Jb Danquah now MPP no. He is a CIA. He used to work for the CIA as an informant or a political Judas. When my go Jamenya butre jujum, me pese kom trim. Omu yeman kama pon share. So, this is what this man, who is called Richard Mahoney, extra in the book. Let's take our time and read what is in the book. And then you will know exactly what JB Danquah and it is on record. If you have any questions, you can email this man, question this man, and then email the U.S. authorities. They will give you the documents. Now, let's take our time and read some part of his book. 2 pages B, because I heard of concentrating power with JB Danquah. So, yes. Now, when you take his book, this is another book that you can go look for. And also, another book, Yatra, JB Danquah, a woman, and no, Sa Edino, and Mutala Muhammad, estate Martin Meredith, the State of Africa. And also, Sabu, a woman say, JB Danquah, not a CIA agent, or a Juma, nor a political Judas. The evidence are there plenty. Into Google, I'll bet to book no kind. This book too was written by Martin Meredith. On also so the history of the continent since independence. On also throw book and showed clearly say JB Danquah Yejuma as an informant against the Kwame Nkrumah. Uja kwa. Udi di matem kwa. Enyame na mchiro book no. Me chira the old books nim. Today we are going to concentrate on this book, which is by Richard D. Mahoney, or Deal in Africa. JFK, Satana JFK, the president of America, Kennedy. Now, yanko Mahoney book nim. Ni check some part of the book in Sama Okan Yankasa F.I. JB Danquah. The man is still alive. He's here. He is not somebody you can email him, question him, ask for his source, non-show, because ne papa na ye ambassador no. Go to Amazon and buy the book and read. Now let's read the book. The words are quite small. I will do my best to read it. Now go page 184 in that book. Mahoney Troya, page 184. JFK or Deal in Africa. Macho book no. And I make sure page na me be read if you know. Send you will understand. Mr. S, this is the right place to start it from, right? All right. Now, I'm going to show you where we are going to start this whole thing from. When I see how baby I did red line at no. I wanna started detailing JB Danquah, the political Judas, the information onim from ne papa ankasa, and he's previewed to the document. Go and buy the book. Now already Osha Asiona the red line at now. Let's start from there. Me ready and me because Swami for Shemi. Bantama for Shemi. Kwabre Asankregwa Obuasia Manchem. Ayam patase miami kroma yeldo nipa bebre wo Ghana hwe enti e kan na ebetumi ani adwudwam, because we are speaking about the political Judas of Ghana, JB Danquah. Okay, my team is telling me to start from the other side. Mr. Okay, my team is saying I should start from this part. Now, I'm going to enlarge it. Yes, start here free the part where it says the embassy. I want to enlarge it. Send a no being Kevin. This is in the book. It is on Amazon. You can get some to buy. Now, me reading free the embassy. The embassy in Accra saw no basis for operational activity and recommended that, and I quote, "We maintain our presence on a business as usual basis," end of quote. Ambassador Mahoney was soon to find out, however, what careerists normally prefer to ignore by instinct and what political appointees usually fail to grasp through innocence, that an ambassador is seldom and master of his own House. So this part of the book, na Mahoney catch say ne papa time I appointing say onya den ombra Ghana na ombe ambassador by JFK Kaso Ombrano. Na ne papa a politician who basically did not know say there were a lot of things that comes together for an ambassador to have his grounds and to understand what is actually happening. Oseni papa bedru ya no and oti ase say so ugina bontini asibia uhunu no ente say utinemu and then you can say wonse sima yendi njaw. Ne papa Mahoney. This is the time Mahoney no nie. Mahoney meets with the US ambassador to Ghana, William P. Mahoney Jr., 11:13 a.m. President John F. Kennedy in rocking chair meets with U.S. Ambassador to Ghana, William P. Mahoney Jr. The ambassador met with President Kennedy before departing for his post, Oval Office, White House, Washington, D.C. Until before Mahoney every D.C., he met the president who said, go to Ghana and be the ambassador. This is the picture they took before Mahoney left United States. Until Mahoney no chro book ne papa nie ono ne JF Kennedy ne te wono ono ne te eye akonwa white nim no enti osia the president ansa na o free DC aba Ghana abaye ambassador enti evidence no ho wa kire mo sa ne papa ene baaye na momienko ne papa baaye no de esiye na o check story na who read the amedeba first time now? Oba see ona baby at the red line as starting yen kind free ho. This is what you see. Red line is starting or say the matter concerned Dr. Jb Danquah, Nkrumah's opponent in the presidential elections of 1960, who had been released from prison a few months after Mahoney's arrival as ambassador. Danquah paid a visit one November day to the embassy to ask Mahoney why the funds his family had been receiving during his imprisonment had been cut off after his release. Time Mahoney bedru Ghana or take position as the ambassador. Or one day JB Danquah November mu eba no ho ebe ka kire ne say na me da prison na me free prison ba no ma be hu say eye pay na yetua me wo American government na etua me ne mebusua no pay na mo de ma me all the time na me she prison na me pay no ma be hu say pay no emba biem adentra into JB Danquah the political Judas no he confronted Mahoney the ambassador then ekọ no ho ka kire ne say Mr. Ambassador many of them JB Danquah no me na me contested Kwame Nkrumah in the 1960 elections, I was jailed because of the things I did. Now, in jail, I was expecting the United States government through the embassy to be paying my wife, my kids, and myself. So I was expecting my accounts to be full. So I'm reading I'll say the matter concerned Dr. Jb Danquah, Nkrumah's opponent in the presidential election of 1960. Who had been released from prison a few months after Mahoney's arrival as ambassador. Danquah paid a visit one November day to the embassy to ask Mahoney why the funds his family had been receiving during his imprisonment had been cut off after his release. Or say, I didn't know free prison by sika na yetua no monthly salary or daso adeno makati sika na sika ne mbabiam. The question is, ejuma ben na JB Danquah eyema the US embassy or the US government why also ambassador no can say why are you not paying me? That is a question for the gods. That is a question for the gods. Into obi obu say when DNA Juma na JB Danquah yama American embassy e DNA no yama America for or that prison no opie ba no or ne ambassador no what problem say adana muntua misika mamia makate. That means the JB Danquah we know was working for the Americans. What work was he doing? Because you as a Ghanaian, you cannot just get up one day and say, Maba US Embassy, pay me. No, it doesn't work like that. You should have done some work for the US Embassy before they will pay you. So the question is, Ejuma Ben and JB Danquah, eyema eye US for no in 1960, 61, 62, 60, or even before 1960. Because from the way he's talking, he was being paid before 1961, 62. That means he was working for the Americans or the CIA for a long time before even 1960, 61, 62. Now, mankind, the other part of the book, now, yen reading free a kakra, baby a red line one. I wanna ink in the womb. Now, JB Danquah approach Mahoney. Na Mahoney wapo kakra na ene wanwa. Edien NSC ye yenjujum. Mahoney ban book na make no enya me. So you cannot say Kevin Taylor. Oh, question a Mahoney ban ho. Ono na woti ase kobusa no. Ye chiro book no America ha. Senka de ochiro no boa nka America for man publish it. It is our problem a Mahoney ho. Ne kobusa no. Now, who read page 185 or say, this was the first time that Mahoney had heard of the arrangement. Or say, this was the first time na Ambassador Mahoney, what to say? Yetua Obika, the US government, Etua Ghana Nibika, a politician in Ghana or contested of a president. This was the first time a politician from America, what to say? How can somebody say Baumia contesting on the flag of the MPP being paid by the US government through the embassy? The ambassador was shocked. I say, this is the first time I am hearing something like that. As an ambassador, I didn't even meet anything like that. And I be say koso because the name Mahoney, one say, how can a presidential candidate who wants to be the president of a country, how can he be working for a foreign country? Taking salary, the same time wanting to be president. That was his shock. So Judas wanted his money. Now, Uridia or say. So what did the ambassador do? After Danquah left, so after JB Danquah a free ni fee or no, and a free embassy or this is what Ambassador Mahoney did. After Danquah left, he summoned the CIA chief of station to ask why he had not been advised of the agency's association with Danquah. Inti Danquah, ekeka ninsem wie na ofree embassy wono. Enna Mahoney oya ambassador na efre embassy wono almost CIA desk ho department in charge CIA for and ofre station boss no say a day na ekoso a minimum hwe no. Inti na yetua JB Danquah kwa eka sika enna me as a new ambassador I have no knowledge about. So the guy as the ambassador no of Frere office wo of Frere CIA agent na omo desk or station desk officer bra. Man we about a friend JB Danquah or contest Kwame Nkrumah so be so the president. Betiano aba beka chem say ni pay akem. JB pa. JB pa. Inti ya wasika ni aba pa no wasika no. Sana upe akem. Ena Mahoney busa CIA agent say papa no ba o say friend JB Danquah munyina munim no. Onna na o contest Kwame Nkrumah 1960. No person o Ghana president no. Wa ba ha beka chem say or the payroll so adentina okoda prison oba ya ni sika na o se tua ne yentua no nti mo amoye CIA fo amebeto mo office ano mo ma me answers na Mahoney are confused. How can a presidential candidate be taking salary from a foreign government for embassy? How? Intina Mahoney na adwuma ne sekrene. Na yanko story ni so bi oni ahwe de Mahoney ye. Now, this is what happened, or this is what followed. Now, I'll say, this, okay, I'll say, my man started to be a rainfee, or say, he summoned the CIA chief of station to ask why he had not been advised of the agency's association with Danquah. Dissatisfied with the explanation, Mahoney flew to Washington, D.C., 2 days later and personally informed President Kennedy about the matter. Inti Mahoney no ya ambassador na ebusa CIA for no mutumi ma answer papa bia. Omo toto papa so. they could not give a direct answer because Omuni say I didn't see. Now Mahoney on 10 and I'll say, then I am flying to Washington, D.C. I want to come and meet the president and tell him about this because I don't know what is going on. Mahamudu Bawumia say U.S. Embassy in Tianika. How? JB Danquah or yet political leader of an opposition party say, yeah, then they kind of salary my. So Mahoney was confused. He was worried. Obusa CIA desk this one what embassy one. Almost end to me share a man straight answer. I said BB Koso. And Mahoney said, oh no, the politics oh yeah, any smart president Tasmano, he doesn't want to offend anybody. So he's going to go back to his appointer. He's going to go back to his boss to question the boss to say, what is actually going on for a presidential candidate to come to my office demanding for salary? Now, you should see a time or call a year Washington D.C. Okushia president. Now, the president we do Washington D.C. Now, Wakobusa president. I didn't think JB Danquah say in Tianika. This is what transpired between Mahoney and the president. The president reacted sharply to the news and told Mahoney that he had sent a letter to all ambassadors in May 1961, making it clear that their authority extended to all phases of embassy decision making. Kennedy, that is the president, Kennedy then telephoned CIA director John McCone and told him that he was sending Mahoney over to CIA headquarters and wanted the matter resolved immediately. It's a call, and President Kennedy catched Mahoney said, Mahoney, I have given instructions, and the instructions I have given, it applies to every embassy around the world, especially in Africa, that some decisions have been taken and that some actions are not supposed to be taken. Until the president told Mahoney, I am sending you to the CIA boss. The president could have sent him to the Senate boss. He could have sent him to the Agric boss. He could have sent him to the education boss. But the president said, I am sending you to McCone, who is the director of the CIA. Come McCone ho. Now McCone in church bibi munchirao. Into we read here, this is what he said. The president, Kennedy, then telephoned CIA director John McCone and told him that he was sending Mahoney over to CIA headquarters and wanted the matter resolved. Into a Fred McCone or phone so, and I'll say, I am sending Mahoney to you, making sure that we must solve a problem. No. So the president acknowledged that there was a problem. What the American say? Mahoney called DC, echo the boss, so the boss say a presidential candidate in Ghana is demanding salary. Why is he demanding salary? And the president said, my instructions say, Bibi na Bibi koso, na sa Bibi no yen CZ. Owie Noka say, go to the CIA director McCone. Now, on making sure says our problem way it has been resolved. Meaning the president knew was our mad directive be say Bibi way esuncha. So there was a problem. So Mahoney was so green. He didn't know that JB Danquah was a senior staff member of the CIA desk. Mahoney did not know. He didn't even have an idea. He's green. It's what happened. Mahoney had to go to the director of CIA, Mr. McCone. Now let's go back and see what happened after that. Team, stay with me. Now, this is what happened. Into McCone, air director, and an all train Mahoney, and a Mahoney, Ekohu McCone. Now, this is what happened. The understanding that emerged from the meeting at Langley was that, Yakasa Langley, a horn CIA director, no office, no Sanya Freho, Langley. I want to see omo headquarters no. Intina Watcher said the understanding that emerged from the meeting at Langley was that, and I quote, no undertaking of any kind even remotely involving our situation in Ghana, would either be continued or launched without the ambassador's knowledge and approval. End of quote. Inti Mahoney call Macron one oka say, or no, or director of CIA, no, or ma instructions. Say, all the embassies in Africa, obi anyone or to take a decision in the name of the CIA without his directions. Meaning, he's acknowledging, say yentia obika ewo Ghana as an informant. He has given instructions that person should not be paid. He has given instructions that whoever is making noise, the decision has come from the headquarters that all their embassies, whoever was working with their embassy, including the one in Ghana, Mahoney, follow no. Nobody, you can say, nobody is supposed to be paid. It affects JB Danquah too. Now, now it appeared, however, that the damage had already been done. A siege mentality had taken hold in Flagstaff House. More than 500 persons, more than 500 persons were being held in detention as the police continued to search for the terrorist group. Now, Ebasano, now Kwame Nkrumah are worried because they wanted to kill him. Now he had seen the bomb threat on his life. Kwame Nkrumah got worried. He knew there were some people in this country who were working with some foreign nationals or foreign agencies that wanted to take him out. And Kwame Nkrumah activated a vigilance. About 500 people who felt they were part of that idea to eliminate Kwame Nkrumah, they had fled Ghana. Do you understand? It is that siege, that siege mentality, it was because Kwame Nkrumah, they had threatened his life so many times. At this point, Kwame Nkrumah did not know what to do. He had to take action because he realized, there were some people in this country, they wanted to take him out. They tried to eliminate Kwame Nkrumah, bomb, poison, so many times. So that was when Kwame Nkrumah also activated defense mechanism. Some of the mechanisms that Kwame Nkrumah implemented and say, some foreign consulates, or closing. What he did was, Nkrumah viewed foreign consulates and beyond Accra, any foreign consulates na any Accra, Ebiwo Togo, Benin, the neighboring countries, he saw them say, those people who were trying to take his life, that were the places they were harboring. So Nkrumah became very vigilant. Nkrumah started also activating the senses to make sure he protects himself and protects his nation. Now, already document. Let's move forward. More than 500 persons were being held in detention as the police continued to search for the terrorist group. The government ordered all foreign consulates outside Accra to be closed immediately. The embassy reported that Nkrumah was now pathologically obsessed. The embassy reported that Nkrumah was now pathologically obsessed with the CIA and was passing out copies of Andrew Tully's expose. CIA, the inside story on an indiscriminate basis. So it got to that point whereby Kwame Nkrumah became pissed off. He became paranoid because so many times they had tried to kill him. He was like, what the hell is going on around here? So what happened was that he became very suspicious. And the CIA became his focal point because he realized that the CIA had a lot of resource, and whatever was happening, the gadget and the kind of intelligence that some people were having in the country, it was geared towards him. He noticed, he was believing, the CIA had something to do with it. But he knew the CIA was not doing it directly. They were using some people in the country. This is in the book. I did not say this. If you want to challenge the book and challenge the writer. Now, so what did Kwame Nkrumah do? Yankai enko enim. I'm sorry. Let me open it up. Now let's move forward. On December 7th, Ghana openly threatened Togo, warning that if the Togolese government did not repatriate Ghanaian descendants, and I quote, the government of Ghana will have no alternative but to institute such measures as may be found necessary to protect the safety and security of the state of Ghana and its citizens, end of quote. Into Kwame Nkrumah actually sent a message to Togo. And look at the Togolese government and they say, Ghana for mu nyine dwane abetete Togo. Satana gbede ma mu tete Togo. Buzia mu edwane efri Ghana. And omako tete Togo. And na omo ed den eye ejuma inside Ghana to make sure he's overthrown, to make sure he's killed. Inti Kwame Nkrumah so intelligence lecturer say all these people who were doing these things were hiding around Ghana, our neighboring countries, especially Togo, because Togo is the closest. So he issued a warning. Say, Mama Sanko foro mo mukromo di nyina nsambra fie. If you say from Kwame Nkrumah's intelligence, he got to know say JB Danquah in the group Buzia, Bedema, JB Danquah himself, any colleagues now kano, free Ghana, and na koshi Togo, any other neighboring countries, and na they were serving the CIA. What happened? My main kind is CN. Now, news of worsening relations with Ghana moved Senator Dodd to launch a Senate subcommittee investigations to determine whether U.S. money was aiding another communist state. Professor Kofi Buzia, recently of Lome and other exile stating grounds, provided the testimony Dodd needed. And I quote, Ghana is the center of subversive communist activities in Western Africa, end of quote. What happened was that there was this senator in the U.S. Congress, and your friend Senator Dodd. Now, Senator Dodd, etin sembi won fremim. Na insam na oti free Buzia ano. Satana Buzia eshe Lome, Togo. And na Buzia church script and all granting interviews. Now Buzia and someone all can say, Nipebu or Ghana and the United States of America, Eddie Omusika Emma Omo to fight the Ghana government and making sure say sorry, Nipebu Oha Omo Ghana US Fosika and Omudi Ebu Ghana for Faso. Inti or directly US Fosa Kwame Nkrumah ni Pabonini. Sikebi a free US Eba Ghana no. They say our daddy no dictator and a sebio all this can ebun come call for democracy so. In the Senate and test ourselves and I say and the obey investigations into the matter because you see they created an impression say Kwame Nkrumah is a dictator. And na Togo, na Benin, and what they were doing was that they were giving false information to the Americans and other Europeans who were supporting Ghana and creating the impression, say, Kwame Nkrumah or a communist, Kwame Nkrumah or a dictator, Kwame Nkrumah is not allowing Ghanaians to be who they are. He's not allowing democracy to thrive. These are the same people who tried to bomb Kwame Nkrumah, to kill Kwame Nkrumah after they were exposed, the neighboring countries. Buzia was part, JB Danquah was in jail, Bedema too was in Togo, and that was the agenda to destroy Kwame Nkrumah. And this was a plan. JB Danquah and MPP for no, they cooked. So all this while, JB Danquah was on the payroll of the CIA. Per the book, not me. If you want to challenge Mahoney. If you want to challenge what I'm saying, don't challenge me. You have to challenge who? Challenge Mahoney. Because or no, ne papa and an ambassador, he was there. Ne papa handed over the files to him and said, this is the truth. And or the actual book. Or not just a mere American walking on the street. He's a congressman. He is not a Bayira Yadjie. He's a big man in America. So you can question him. Now, young queen, I didn't see it. When you go down, this is what happened. Then you now book him, go on Amazon, you can buy it. Now, so already the other side of the story, this is what he says. Mahoney appealed to Washington to stall the appearance of the Dodd report. But this, of course, was not possible. Nkrumah found Dodd's wide-ranging accusation galling in the extreme, and the fact that the senator was a senior member of the president's own party was not lost on the Ghanaians. End of quote. Nkrumah then called for the expulsion of all Peace Corps volunteers on the grounds that they were, according to the party press, and I quote, subversive agents, end of quote, employed by the CIA. There was no doubt that if the U.S. were forced to pull its Peace Corps contingent out of Ghana, it would also withdraw from the Volta project. 1/3 of Ghana's secondary schools, blah, blah, blah. So this is what happened. And yet the ambassador not to Ghana, no, he had first-hand information of what was happening in Ghana. He knew that the information that was put out there against Kwame Nkrumah by Buzia, Togo, Bedema, who switched. Bedema was Kwame Nkrumah's very good friend. He switched to become part of them. That information that Buzia was throwing from Togo, from Lomé, to make Kwame Nkrumah look bad, because Buzia knew that JB Danquah was working inside Ghana for the CIA as an informant. It's Buzia, all that he had to do was to tell the Americans in the US that the Kwame Nkrumah administration, this is what they are using your money for. They are using the money to suppress the people. Not knowing the same time, JB Danquah was there trying to manipulate the system to kill Kwame Nkrumah. Now, when that happened, the ambassador who is in charge of the embassy and has first-class information, he tried to stop the senator's report because he knows the truth. He lived with Ghanaians. He knew the political terrain. He knew JB Danquah was a liar. He knew JB Danquah used to work for the CIA, because that time an AHR reported that JB Danquah had been fired. Now the pay has been blocked. Until Mahoney knew that JB Danquah used to be an ex-worker for the CIA. He knew JB Danquah's colleague in his party was Buzia. He knew that Buzia and JB Danquah are colleagues, they are friends, and what they were doing was to destabilize Ghana. Until the ambassador, now a friend of Mahoney, he tried to stop that investigations because he knew the basis of the investigations was wrong, and that whatever information they were getting from Buzia, Bedemamono, to be investigated in Washington, it was totally from what was happening on the ground. But the situation was that the man who initiated the investigations in Washington, he was the president's friend. And the ambassador is just an ambassador. He could not stop it. So that investigations went and landed on the desk of the president. So what Buzia, JB Danquah, the NPP wanted, had happened, because they wanted the Americans to see Kwame Nkrumah's regime as a terrorist or a tyrant regime. Now they have been able to create that impression and created it in a form of a document on the desk of Kennedy that Kwame Nkrumah is a communist and that Kwame Nkrumah is in Ghana killing people, suppressing people, chasing people out of the country. But every single person, JB Danquah, Buzia, Bedema, who left the country, they left because after they tried to assassinate Kwame Nkrumah, it backfired and they all ran for their lives. That was why they were all out of the country, living in our neighboring countries. So Kwame Nkrumah did not push them out. They ran away because of their deeds. JB Danquah, who was caught, was jailed. JB Danquah came out asking for his salary from the US government. That is how we got to know JB Danquah. This guy is a political Judas. Do you understand the picture? So because you say JB Danquah, Onye Judas, JB Danquah is a traitor. Obiwo, another information on Fambra. This man is a dangerous man. Nasifo nyinamu dangerous. He's a terrorist. JB Danquah. So their guilt, team, are we good? Their guilt made them run away from Ghana. And you know the funny thing? I am very sure that whoever contracted JB Danquah and his likes to work for the CIA did not even tell Washington. So JB Danquah was being paid under the table. That is why time Mahoney buy, the CIA agents, they could not officially tell Mahoney, say, JB Danquah is our agent, because they knew that Washington wasn't going to be happy about it. At least on paper, Washington wasn't involved. Anything at time man no echo echo DC any Kennedy Kennedy say he had already issued a statement that nobody from a country can work for the US government. That means maybe Washington had realized that some people were collaborating with some people underground to work against their own country. And they knew JB Danquah was somebody who was working for them. Because JB Danquah, a day a man to me money pay free prison back at Mahoney say, what a meka, or some salary mano. Mahoney on fire with Juma, a Ghanaian presidential candidate, insisting on his salary from a foreign country's embassy. It means you are a snitch. You are a terrorist. You are a political Judas. You are an informant. This man is a wicked man. So what led to Buzia's running away from Ghana? What led to Bedema running from Ghana? Then a man, nipa be 500, omudani free Ghana. Time Kwame Nkrumah activate the census, the defense census, it was the bombing. They tried to bomb Kwame Nkrumah. They were the people behind the bombing. Into study, when you read the story, these are the facts. Nkrumah was coming from a meeting with President Maurice Yamiogo in Tenkodogo, Burkina Faso. Tenkodogo, Burkina Faso. At the time known as Upper Volta. The meeting was to sign documents relating to the construction of a major hydroelectric project on the Volta, which would become Lake Volta. Now, during the trip back to Ghana, heavy rains caused difficulties for the convoy on the country's bad roads. The presidential convoy stopped at an outskirt of Boko to greet school children who had been waving and catching glimpses of the president. Where Kwame Nkrumah time oko Burkina and oko sign a black voter contract deal be to build a black voter on the president of Burkina. All banana in suyato. Internet kwema basa basa. And I say no obejina eye dien obejina Boko. Na school fwa omodona omujejina hwan ho wakosrasra obokakra. It was all a plan against Kwame Nkrumah. Now, to greet school children who had been waving and catching glimpses of the president, a school child, Elizabeth Asantwa, approached the president with a bouquet of flowers, was severely injured when the bomb exploded. Kwame Nkrumah Oboko, akwarana na okuta flowers no, na your friend no Elizabeth Asantwa. Na me expect say sa akwarana e de flower be ma no, ye be friend no, e de Mamunatu Mahama, ana Aisha tu e de Tahiru. But shockingly enough, Bokuna Odruye no, yenya santini akwara a santini awono a santini dinda no so and all the flowers ne koma Kwame Nkrumah say, oh Mr. President and the flower nie yenya Elizabeth Asantwa asantini mapamba. How did that happen? Somebody had to bring that child. Somebody had to carry that child from somewhere to come and execute that job. Until the bomb exploded, the president was saved by his bodyguard, Captain Samuel Buckman, who instinctively wrestled the president to the ground after hearing the tickling on the timing device. The president and Buckman experienced non-life-threatening injuries, but 55 other people were injured. In Thomas Shipi Akwara, your friend Elizabeth Asantwa, and the say Asantwa, into Nipano, Akwara, nane papa beye Sebio Akani, and the call Boko. Because we had planned everything. Whether it rained or it didn't rain, Kwame Nkrumah was supposed to stop at Boko. Because there were people in Kwame Nkrumah's intelligence, they knew what they were doing. In Tomudru Hono, na school for no hodada. Yes, Mr. President, whether rain or shine, you need to say hello to the children. And who Elizabeth Asantwa. Elizabeth Asantwa onyini wo Boko, 1960. Elizabeth Asantwa onyini wo Boko, 1960. 1961 na Elizabeth Asantua be na te boko why na oye Elizabeth Asantua papa na o te boko ye betam Elizabeth Asantua free eye akani fie ne de ko ye say we ye ba yenim de betuma ka kire ne ma na ye oye say ye di agro aha inti akora ne de bomb ne ma Kwame Nkrumah in the form say flowers kata ho no ena Kwame Nkrumah bodyguard ne te ke omo de watch ahyem a read time no ene na ebema bomb na to inti Kwame Nkrumah bodyguard Buckman eti bomb no ena obusi bomb no ena de Kwame Nkrumah to form or da Kwame Nkrumah so ne sun ye tidim nipa 55 ebi nsate ebi komotwa ebi eni etu Kwame Nkrumah ne bodyguard da form almost epra kakra. This is the Ghana under JB Danquah buzia ayana mo MPP for mo refi mo ho ayana mo gin say ye Jimmy to the point say yen kai mo party no baby amu free ba. And today they are planning to do that to John Mahama. That is them MPP for no Omo space, they will do it. They will kill Mahama. That is the party. That is how the party was built. There's nothing new here. This is the MPP. Now make sure no. This is. This is. So when after the bomb came off, Doctor or treaty Kwame Nkrumah, not a British doctor. Bomb no Kwame Nkrumah top form no nails in that one shim pallet near the ade e be hye Kwame Nkrumah body nim be Emma broni doctor en nya botre yiyi ni nyina every Kwame Nkrumah wedi mu Elizabeth Asantua e de bomb ni hye ni nsem akora ketekete dio no nim. What does the kid know? At that point, Akwara or done the president. But the people who gave birth to these kids, they had an agenda. Because the agenda was that Fabombo ne komano ne free ho na Kwame Nkrumah ngu. This was JB Danquah MPP and Yomotene. They are very dirty people, dangerous people. And anytime I say don't underestimate the NPP. 42 years in opposition is a must. The little girl knew nothing about this. And the MPP set a young kid up. Now, what if Kwame Nkrumah did flower no tama akorano say oni akorani twa picture? In think that little girl would die with the bomb. I didn't know Jimmy sa MPP. In think Kwame Nkrumah did bomb no or did flowers no. And I can say akora we den we am fe. Ma men fa akora we na me nim twa picture. And na Kwame Nkrumah tama akora we share no bo. And a bomb ni explode ya. Anka a young child MPP for ekuna to atwene in the name say we want power. Recently, now, I think it's Elizabeth Asantua. She granted interviews. How she saved Kwame Nkrumah, the little child, under stress, akwara kitikiti, only 8 years. You use that little child. This is Elizabeth Asantua. Osu, and can people for kuna twachne.
What I just saw was boom. It lifted me up and brought me back onto the ground. It was a big blast. All I saw was my leg burning.
She was too young at the time to understand what happened to her. As time went on, she grew to understand her situation. Her leg then started decaying. Elizabeth Asantua's leg was amputated to prevent the spread of the impact of the bomb explosion so she can continue to live. Her disfigured supporting leg is decaying by the day. She usually walks with the support of crutches.
I feel general weakness. I need constant massage. I often feel dizzy. It's tough for me.
na me bofo na me ka mo fro bi na be enyemam.
Today, the case is different. Her condition worsens daily due to lack of medical care. For Elizabeth, if her pain does not kill her, hunger might.
Sometimes, when I don't have money, I only drink water and sleep.
If only Elizabeth, her parents, or whoever nominated her for that glorious moment to present a bouquet to Osajifo had known the aftermath, they would have turned down the opportunity. The bomb exploded with her dreams. Elizabeth tells me Dr. Kwame Nkrumah promised her niece will be provided for by the government. This support ended with his overthrow. Elizabeth has some hope, but that keeps fading with each passing day as she grapples with the reality of her decaying leg and the help that may never come.
I'm pleading with the president. He knows my story. I'm appealing to him and all Ghanaians to help me.
Semi boy sudin na menya wuta. Semi boy sudin na menya wuta. Enti ya sifuni na pomia. Niwa Yesu ya na menya dinina.
Felix Sakoyam, Joy News.
This is the NPP. This is the JB Danquah MPP for you. These are the people we've been talking about. They are dangerous. This is the MPP, no. And until at the moment you start to talk about their history, they get angry. So what's start your history? I don't know who come history. I JJ Rawlings and Kwame Nkrumah because they have done a lot of damage. This woman died 2021. Her blood is on this man's head. It's on the head of Buzia. It is on the head of every MPP elder who knows the truth and is still hiding the truth. Obia wa MPP mwa unim sa some way send your ba ya o your hinio o your himao o your politician o your penyini o your akwara o na unim no kure no sa maami we wu ye no moja gutiri so adena mo ye dipa bone for sa. They are always on the edge. The moment you start to talk about Ghana politics, you want to step back and start to talk about Ghana politics, they get angry. Their only focus is on JJ Rawlings. Because they know. Because they know that they have done a lot of damage to Ghana. And when JJ Rawlings speaks, he was telling Ghana for say, these NPP are dangerous. He knows them. He knows these people killed Kwame Nkrumah. He knows these people wanted to kill him. When Kufuor came, he brought reconciliation. He wanted to nullify JJ Rawlings. He knows when they are given the opportunity, they will kill. So every time he got the opportunity to speak to the international media, JJ Rawlings did not mince words. He was direct and he made Ghanaians understand.
Na mampanyini eja ajiwudin Dr. Boom JJ Rawlings edi atidwa a wochire say emfiempim yenu ene enwotwe emra ne ye pempen so akoto aba no mu no MPP aban no ebo wosre ni bi epa senka wo mekun wo no mampanyini dada JJ Rawlings woni brigadier general Nunu Mensa ena afenso navy commander bi a wamfa ne din antudwa nenso asrafo bi a search mpo no na wo mobo enyoso no wo mu ankasa efa kwan so a omunua yanko bedi sabone semi womo echere no eno mampanyini da JJ Rawlings echere se wodi ho ya ye papa se mra wo mampanyini dada asomdwe hene John Evans atafi females eba amemo mu no na nka wo hwe ni musasa asre ni ya ye bone pa se wo mekun wo no JJ Rawlings wo behwehwe ni nsem mu nenso mampanyini dada tamils echere se wo no de nya afe en wo kotata wo bia ni nyina no eye wo no de amede me pa asomdwe ya na wo hwehwe enimu no entra o mampanyini dada eja within Dr. Boom edesa ensem we nyina etudwa emra wo mo ene abusuan nyina ekohie mu e woda sebre akuamo aboaten na yie enhyehyeye ase
omudu papa kofuo so ese papa kofuo Dr. Rollins, Dr. Boom, disrespect. Babaji say all kind news or disrespect Rollins. Odu so ya papa Kofuor, ex-president Kofuor, Odu as Dr. Boom, Sankwa siafo we omo yemponchibini you. They are crazy. And that is what they do. They don't respect anybody. JJ Krakachiromo, these people wanted to assassinate him. That is their traits. And he continuously told you Ghanaians, Mami enjoy power man Kofuor we, why would they go for the G2 mika krodi Okunipat no asre. They killed their own JB Danquah Edu, charity, the second war. They laugh about it today. For 8 years, they never mounted a stage to say, Yenya JB Danquah Edu. They never mentioned his name because they killed their own and they laugh about it. These are murderers. The NPP as a political party has no space in Ghana politics. Nobody should see that group as a group that is ready to help. This is a group, Obukuni Pasre. These are dangerous murderers. The JB Danquah Buzia and it's our traditional, they don't have Ghana at heart. So continuously, consistently, JJ Rawlings and these I'ma catch them. You need to understand. The NPP should never come close to power. And every time he got the opportunity, he made the world know.
Some of us, Adi Yakuma Ajupom, Ma Omai, Obinum Aya Ejuma, Gold Nebanu. I didn't try to say that yet. Some of us. Young smuggle, young US Sago, no, Etuto Mao. Musa Sanyamanu, Sasikana, Ebeko Shanu Samu, Ebe create inflation, Ama Yanina. Anamu, Miaswasa, Muamunim.
Simili in Africa, ha voluto subito elezioni democratiche. Come ci spiega questo?
No, there are two dimensions of this thing. The first taking of power was not a question of taking of power. It was an attempt to contain the possibility of an explosion, okay? Because it was a military regime and we had tasted every aspect of government, socialism, capitalism, one-party state, multi-party state, coups, etc. None of these regimes were accountable to the people. Finally, we ended up with a situation where we had lost faith, the masses had lost faith in civilian democratic government. The masses had lost faith in the military government generals who used to rescue us once in a while. They were also becoming as corrupt as whatever it is. So in effect, what we ended up with, that the country had grown disillusioned with civilian elected governments and everything. The country had grown disillusioned with generals who came to save us. And now the situation was ready for the possibility of an explosion. French Revolution, Russian Revolution, any revolution you've read about, it was a reality in my country. And it was dangerous because very often in some parts of the world, let's say in my part of the world, for instance, it is not the medium of education, the medium of respect, of merit that is used to govern people, but they use the medium of fear to terrorize the people into a state of subjugation. When you use fear, it degenerates into hatred, and hatred can blow up. So the country was on the verge of blowing up. And not that I disrespect the corporals and the sergeants and the lance corporals, but the point is that they were on the verge of now taking over power because the senior officers could not rescue the country. And quite frankly, had they done so, they would have butchered most of the officers. Because
when you use fear, it degenerates into what we call it will degenerate to explode the country. Because you are still scared. There's fear in your heart because that is the principle or blueprint or modus operandi of these NPP guys. And then JJ Rawlings said it was the reason why he had to step in. Because when stepping in, that was the time that no institution, security agency was respected. And Buzia Danquah, these people took advantage of the small holes. In Titema Liman Bayano, Rollins realized that these people were coming in different colors. He knew that the people were going to take advantage of the small cracks to now manifest into something dangerous. So he realized that the people wanted to use the fear to do what? To suppress the people into submission. That was the same thing from 2017 to 2024. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the MPP, they used fear. They suppressed everything into submission. Into now at a point we are all asking, into Penyini Kromhana, why is nobody talking? That was how JJ felt before he stepped in to say no. Because we have tested blood and we have tested water. We need to understand to say, Yani Ankasa, we need to choose our leaders. So the NPP as a political party, they kill, they enjoy. Let me take you back a little bit for you to understand what the NPP is. Is Jb Danquah, you want to understand this party? Do you remember this young man? They murdered this young man. They murdered John Kuma. Omukunu, daylight. They killed him. They poisoned John Kuma. Why? Because John Kuma wanted to be president. He was a fine gentleman. Or your MPP, before they killed Jb Danquah, they killed John Kuma after. You know why? Because the NPP is all about murder to suppress. They killed John Kuma. Omwankasa John Kuma. From the day they murdered John Kuma, the day they poisoned John Kuma, they have never mounted a stage to mention John Kuma's name, the same as Jb Danquah, because the party is a murdering machine. They kill. They are happy about it. They enjoy. That is why today they sit and they are proud that they killed their own. This party is dangerous. They sat on TV to tell you people, we know who killed John Kuma. We know how he was poisoned. What have they done about it? They were in power. They ignored it because they kill. That is the NPP. And this is what they did. They said it on radio.
Because on Facebook said Chairman Woodruby was the target, and then John Kuma. And I will say it 101 times. To hell with your dear church on Facebook.
And within.
Me say, Ken Meba.
Party a more much red.
Meba. To hell with your dear church on Facebook.
And to say,
to hell with your dear car. I don't care.
Party MPP no mojidi.
Me say, John Kuma, to me, nobody on this planet Earth can convince me, say, John Kuma died. He was killed.
Wow.
Police for Fremia, we need to move the Bemon. BNI for Fremia, we need to move. But to me, my instincts, what I feel within me, and what I saw, me say, John Kuma did not die. He was killed. I was 22nd October.
Who was in a trend? A Captain Smart.
Yes.
Because almost a week ago.
Okay, but he got it wrong. He had a gist of it. Otihubi.
Story.
Because Okasa incident this is Kumasi. And few Kumasi.
Oh, okay.
22nd October. Now you what tamale? Me, Chamawun to me, John Kuma, and a mere minute Kumaf. One of Chamawun to me boys here. First Vice Chairman was Atumango Bejanov. Chairman Airco Board of Tabaumia was Northern Region, the campaign, and an incident in Ekusi. Yako campaign aba. Now say you move from Tamale. Now Yako, I think Walwala near Northeast. But that night, your campaign, your che. Because of the policy, your time near there. There was yes, I back. That time.
Na John Kuma Kaun.
Na John Kuma Kaun.
Okay.
Now see as back near that time. Originally, Chairman Okono. Now say na Nefia. Sister Eden Neneko. And na Bibinti went to me uncle. Me knew what came on me. You were Dr. Baumia campaign officer was and I'm saying no. My friend Andy, now I'm saying no. I don't think I was a chairman kwa Kotamale. It may judge my dear, but me judgment na menako. And I'm a friend man for say Omienko because that time na Andy Nakasa and I'm out for say Obama the feedback and you may. Chairman should be 2 by how much bear 3. So I
Chairman don't come and call.
No, don't come for a buy.
Okay.
So I called Andy. No, I'm saying the chairman Ebeko. No, and I saw by your man, I'm saying yes, me the chairman Ebeko. And I'm a friend man for say. So when you're comfortable, me buy me, I'll continue organizing on Nomra. Tell my chibefo, and I'm sure chairman will ask what. Enti manfo kwa no nim se me mekwanti no ochei ni e twen na no bai ye kodru tamale no I don't know what came on me say ye reservation baby ye da me dan a me dimi be buki no na ma so eche na me de ama chairman na chairman dan mama manfo na kodem na me makoda edan a ye de manfo din ebeye edro no pani ekodidi a me de mi di kwachi aduane a na me de abre chairman eti chairman de ai ba kwagine na me de ama manfo na manfo de me magi like as a year yachi enti on 22nd October ye call rounds nyina na ye chei enti ye ba no the original plan was that ye be free tamale akoda walwale that is northeast there is a free region mu but ye ntumi akọ na wose ye sa back enti ye ba no enam say na ye quarantine no hotel arrangement no was disorganized eno mo ka che say me ne mafo enkoda modern hotel eno watamale na chairman ene John Kuma enkoda Maria eno so watamale wa but ye kwa ni nyina no ni nyina da faako because ahomache bia be for na masore na mabusa chairman say onhye fugu a na makoje ne ntade
John Kuma no nko na that time oba na so de ne nkra ne bi kan no
ono nko
ne bai
ono nko John Kuma nko ne bai ofiri aka de si aye but ye free hanom kwatamale no ye ne John Kuma driver ni ena driver e de koye
ba no nka oni kan no bi
na John Kuma ni kan John Kuma came from Accra we si aye
okay on the flight ne ba
watamale enti oba no ye nyina e da faako nti on that day 22nd no eno mu ye say arrangement no hotel arrangement na ye basanti no me ne mafo enkoda modern hotel honum a very big hotel and perifo ko tamale honum da na chairman John Kuma enkoda eye Maria ho eno mu koda ye call rounds ni na bai ni bedru anadwo no obudru hotel honum na no eno obi dia confirm ebre wu chairman ene John Kuma nko
a confirm ayaye ne den
a confirm na ayaye
ultimate
edi ewe
okay
and when in political campaign ye kono ababe dru anadwo sometimes you 54 go 55 omuni di ena omuwe and the normal circumstance under normal circumstance me ba kwesi say your chorus ne ba sa ye nyina e bom didi e bia one of the MPs fie ne yakọ
okay
na ayese buffet ne nyina ye di but this one because the nims ye beda na ye kọ ne ye sa san ba ntino omontuma anye preparation so bia ye nyina return ba ha ne ye kọ didi enti ewie no bia kọ ne hotel beda omudru honum no ena omudi confirm ne bre omu for John Kuma ene chairman ko and then later omubru omudi ehu ena omudi ye akwasi that was when the issue started enti omudi di awie omakoda me ne mafu ene John Kuma driver ni enso so ekọ modern yada ti me sorry ahomache be 3-4 na makwache ma wa busa de say so onhye fugu na ayebi a normal t-shirt shed no be shed ya me be dia koto e dia ma no me sorry no na be 1 a.m. chairman friend me be 15 times
you want me
or friend me be 15 times and I me start say me friend no na me friend man busa say a chairman friend no say wo hu chairman me score twice but or friend na onfa ana me yeso me kwa chairman ho ti me nam kwa so me konya na me frɛ no me frɛ chairman na wantumi afa me kodu chairman do chairman yo obi a o bond do mo ba bebi me bomu be 2-3 minutes ko be 5 minutes ansa na o tumi ade abebi ken chairman ebebi do no na o bossa shows nko and osha on wia and oye kakaka timbe bi do no wa fe ne bed so ene afom okọ ne washroom wa fe agu honum mi na say me nya medical person me nim hwe te me call John ho and was say ade a atu chairman ni o Na chairman die aduane no dodo because na komode. Maybe the aduane me di kakra bi.
John
Kuma told me this.
Okay.
Me di kakra bi enti mafe but it is not like chairman there no. Because me ne chairman 94 years. Me hu chairman sada. Me hu chairman say me hu no tamale no on that 23rd October. Me hu ne sada. Te quickly and I'm afraid ye be kono double mafunsa. Enti nurse nya o treating no ka but about me medical team no. And na ye friend. And no yes oba. Na me say no, my me friend penimu. Te me friend kama. Oye the VIP team for ni bi. Na ona ba akra. And on also friend another person. Enti Dr. Mahmoud Bamia medical team no. Dr. Pejino womb and a nurses too. My permanent near fina young girl, hello mobile. Instantly, only 6 or 7, I remember, in the C chairman so. And na omo one penny. Eti Doctor Nekama Mete say, for what they are seeing, they suspect food poisoning. Until they are going to treat them on food poisoning. John Kuma felt he's okay. Into Oman treating. Into a chairman kwa. Now you see,
some more who mention no almost now was.
Oh, mention this now on the why I didn't know. Not John why I didn't know. John has gone to Germany for treatment. He has gone to India for treatment.
Then you know food poisoning.
Oh, I can see. He has not been well since that day. I have known John Kuma from 2007. A strong advocate for Alan Chematin. Same I was. And they have a very close relationship with him. Very energetic, vibrant young man. And he is the person that Adie Bia or Peno, obeye Bia and Sabeka. Rightfully. Quite purposeful. So that is how he is. In Tamale, somebody, a high profile personality of this party, called Chema Wun to me on the call, say, I don't know Chema Wun to me, the John Kuma Tamale. A project no tamale. Now what about running mate? Obia to me can't me say this incident that has happened. This running mate no has no link or connection with this.
So party in paying for him say no food poisoning or
I was in the say
all too quite
and nema mi ensa ekuni pa okromu ha
antimi ama bonten
and nema mi ensa ekuni pa okromu ha I am misapply no e fama nyame enya hwe. Nti ade ne be aka the root cause of it. Niesa no. Yese fa banyame.
Farmer party.
The second one, say ye kan. Nipa be kase. Enu nti twa so enya hwe. And the third one, say in the interest of the party ninti. Na no de eku ndisi fobi, eku MPP fobi.
Party.
People are losing their business. Yese party nti. People are losing their family. Yese party nti. Enipa dibone etianko for yese party nti.
Ni nyina oboa. MPP character na uhunu ho no. They killed John Kuma. Omoko campaign. And omobaye. And ye serve John Kuma ne chema untumi nko confirm ono on omobaye no wendi bi no ameka kakra. Boy na de bia no ono de oje aduane bi di no ono so wendi bi that day no. Nobody at that place. And ye serve the aduane bi. Inti be eku confirm na eku ne ne bae no. Obi anfa ne nsanka confirm no. Nipa odia confirm ba hotel ho no ye hu ne da ebesi ne. They killed John Kuma. They strategically lured the guy to the northern region and killed him. Akwa we so kenya oboa 4 o'clock and ono sorry ye say obusa chairman say obehye fugu. Na chairman behye fugu a say fugu na chairman ho. Afi na wo nante free hotel ho akọ chairman ho akọji fugu ato. Fugu be na ye to. Wasiafo. Da be na hu se the fugu agu table so to fugu. Into wo frɛ no at 4 a.m. Ebusa ne say atade be no behye. They knew what they had done, and they knew they were going to save Chairman Wuntumi because they knew that Chairman Wuntumi, Bawumia campaign team, the doctor was going to come and save Chairman Wuntumi with that medicine. So they knew that John Kuma was going to die later. They knew. Inti Australia homachi. Eka se, Chema untu ma yakwara. Chema untu a 5-year-old kid. When I bet you in the onche. And it's a be on to hotel room bia or iron or ho. Edi Chema untu me no. When I was sorry I got to fugu ama Chema untu me ashe 4 a.m. Na party event in a time bang. Edi kwasi a story no. And na gate abo binsa. Inti sa time no. And a nurse ni a omne ba umi anam no. Sa nurse no. Your friend doctor no. And omo ba ye. And a job. These are fucking flimsy stupid stories. MPP na muhu ni debia no muye de nkwasi afo no. Omunie, this is the real omekun. In time who Samia Uku, Kojo upon Kruma, and those boys nam huyam mobo. Jb Danquah. He was better, he was intelligent, he had money. Omukuni sakoko. The NPP na come wasamachono. It is not a joke. It is a metanaka that these people have to never come close to power again. Do not think say personal. I am saving you and I'm saving myself because these are murderers. Obo careless omekun. John Mahama obo careless omekuno. MPP. They say John Dramani Mahama obo careless MPP bekuno. These people from Jb Danquah all the way to Eye Buzia, Ebesi and the MPP. Omuye danger. Na mama tukufwa to me kakrawundi odi. Still, you are suffering from trauma in Ghana. You are still traumatized. Ghanaians. You don't know what to do. Multi politician namu yomu chishimo. It is Ekufuado. That's the glimpse. Kakra. Within 8 years, today they don't even talk about it because I'm just say a refi. Adia chia. You best ko jina line what to Obama because kwasi bia be jina say JJ Rollins. Ni hu fin. Mo ye bema mo nka ke. Ni ahwe de bema Ghana. Because they think it's a Ghana for Jimmy. Why na 2 fugu 4 a.m. Inti nipa na odi aduane e o sa hotel no camera ni hotel ho. Who served that confirm? They cooked it, they poisoned it, they kept it for John Kuma. The plan on one gase bia no can say yet the vice president or running mate situation na running mates no enye niti na ku John Kuma obi aboa. That is what he said in the interview. He said he's damn sure say napo running mate no any the John Kuma running mate no and the wo ni ba he knows why they killed him. Do not underestimate the NPP. You know it, and I know it. JJ Rollins Kachiremo, so who underestimate the NPP, your life is short. They will cut your life short. Don't play around them. Don't give them a room to even have a seat to sit. Don't listen to the NPP. They are diabolic, demonic, devilish group. It is power they need. In their life, they are deplorables. All that they need is to become relevant, and they will do everything to be relevant. They were not born to be smart. They were not born to be intelligent. They were not born to be appreciated. They were born despicable and deplorables. So they always want to find their way to become relevant. And they don't care. Baby omubu. Say kase kuma me beji to me ku omu maami beji to me. So nipa bien no kasa asem ne kirewa. They are dangerous. You are still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Ekobedu. Till after this short break, we will do some small social media segment and then Friday end today's show.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No answer my. I watch it. You will for Belgium fan. You want to see a Belgium fan. It will do a Belgium fan. Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Super why round what? It will for Belgium fan. It want to see a Belgium fan. It will do a Belgium fan. It will do a Belgium fan. Why you're here? Why round what? 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 Yeah, papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, papa no. What one is the motto?
Yari papa no, wabone de moto. Yari papa no, wabone de moto. Wadrangwa, wayoye, wadrangwa. I want it. Original. Ewo kufa bajo kwat. Ewa betia bajo kwat.
I'm still live on Loud Talents TV. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. You're live on 8 very solid platforms. We are live on TV, multi-TV. We are live. Search for Loud Talents TV. You will get us live tonight. You can watch the show on multi-TV. We are in Africa. We are in 22 African countries, including Ghana. We are paying $5,000 a month. After tonight's show, you can watch a movie. We might make you watch CNN, maybe Al Jazeera, maybe Sky Sports. That's how our schedule is. After show, we just want to know, if you want to watch CNN, let's have the vote. If you want to watch a movie, the guys can put a movie in. If you want to watch Sky Sports, they can also make you watch Sky Sports. That's Loud Silence TV. Now, we're also live on Loud Silence TV on multi-TV, YouTube. So YouTube too, you can watch us live. Right now we are doing over 10,000 eyeballs. Thank you very much, MPP, for hi Munko. We want the real people to listen to the show. Yes, our live, our Loud Silence TV, our Facebook this evening. These are all our official platforms. Pick the one you want. Pick the channel you want and watch the show from. We are also live on Without Your Respect page or Facebook. We are live on that platform. We are also live on TikTok, Kevin Taylor _WADR. TikTok, so you're live this evening. Your radio so anybody or Android device and I say Samsung or Android phone be to me ako Google Play Store and download the Loud Silence Radio. When sa ebekanye obetie me our Loud Silence Radio uchika uwe you can listen to us. And also or Apple device obeko App Store and download the Loud Silence Radio. So evidence now I can show you Loud Silence Radio right now playing my voice and the show live for you to know say it's happening. You can hear there's Loud Silence Radio. We are live on air radio, so you can listen to this show live right now. We control the airwaves. We decide who will become president and who should be president. That is why our platform is big. Platform way are very solid. And what has made us great is because you, our listener, you, our viewer, you have made it great because you believe in the truth and you have been consistent in listening to the truth. Momenya 1 or 2 stories to be now and a Friday. Now, there's a story I am very, very interested in. And a story, Ashanti Regional Minister, the new Ashanti Regional Minister, no, where the Yeni Ayedim or Santini, into some person Mudina Tem, or Bejuma or Sisa Santi. Where do you Santini, John Mahamad, the Santini Amamo, a Santini young man, and Yakwasi Ampenino. Enya kwana ne num se kokuo no kasa sa abuo buru no we eya brantia we to kwa de ne bia wako school a onim de Ghana pe ene de Asanteman pe. This is the new Ashanti Regional Minister. He's making a difference. He's going to make mistakes along the way, but he has shown say he's ready to work for the people, and I'm happy the way he's very, very serious about his work. I hope he continues like this. His own people are going to start instigating stuff against him. I know Asantifoni be ebe stati atatano, and I know Ahimfuni be ebe tatano. I know Ahimani be betatano. Nipe bi ewa santimema abrante we jumo peso odi na osisa santima na omompe. If you say the more santima echoki, the more impuntiomba santima no nipe bi asantimema omopenesa. But this young man is ready and is willing to change Asantima. In a long time, Yenya, a regional minister, Uniminyansa, why ready to serve the people. The humility, his service, and how he's ready to make sure the right thing is done. No? Me, I will support him. I will use my platform to support every single decision he takes. So far, I can give about 95% of the work because he has shown to say he's ready to work for Asanteman. Into where the idea, Mopa, Mundi Dinatem, because I end this cine, why end the so be Juma, Ama Asanteman, Ejina and Naso. Now, I can't say me very important. And the reason why I want to talk about this and then say, near to Kromha, and a dynamite, a ku nipa ewa piazzi. Nanado Danquah Kufuor in the group. Omuji sika $5 million and omudie. Yebusa Samuel Abujinapo, kwasi ampe now or the $10,000 come businessman son from Ameno. Samuel Abujinapo. Go back to the businessman and tell him that the 10,000 no mijato ho on fama. Samuel Abujinapo as the minister then. Apiazi nipa ewuye explosion dynamite ku nipa ebesinde police investigation report, and I know Judge John Mahama administration will bring that report out. We will all read what is in that report, and that whatever is in that report, it has to be implemented. And I am telling John Mahama and the NDC government, we want to see the Apiazi police investigations report. Because Samuel Abujina Pokwasiampenyiwe cannot keep the report from we Ghanaians. And if the NDC government decide not to release the report, they will not see us smile to them again. Because lives were lost. We want that report out. Samuel Abujina, go back to the businessman and tell the businessman that Kevin Taylor, he did not take the $10,000. You are coming for your money. Men pay $10,000. It's chicken feed to me. I am not cheap like that. I don't need $10,000. And $10,000 cannot change anything in my life. It may jam a businessman. No? Go back to him and take your money. Because I am not done with you. Now, near to Kroma and a piazzi, your bo nipa, you explode my nipa wuye, dynamite. Metna TV we so catch the Ghana for say. So what you saying, and out ya cra, and ebia woti mensia, and ebia woti eye doma, woti ebia ho, woti ebia Cape Coast. Now I will say, dynamite na ekunko for apiate no, ebi ntumi nkuwa, na unye serious as a Ghanaian. Na ebia wa adwene wo fom. Meka chere mo say, sa dynamite na ekunko for apiate no, as I speak to you tonight, me no ka say ebia kejetia ya pack dynamite car ma enisiwo. Driver dey say origina home. Yeah, chikele wuli one chain. You have no idea. Ebi ameno ka say, bantama ya park dynamite ma emaka na choku ho tie tu ena ye change tie. No caution, nothing. Yeah, chikele wuli. Yeah, the other kono amanfo twem ye bojota no. You have no idea. But because some say na amanfo say Kevin metan obi ah. And the Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amwakohene, bans the sale of dynamites in the middle of the town. Now, of Osei and the Asante Memumobi Anton dynamite to Krum. Now, before I go on this matter, recently, Monsha Seme see here. You see this?
Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amwakohene has ordered the arrest of individuals dealing in mining explosives at Udumasi near Konongo in the Asante Achim area. This follows a devastating explosion that claimed 3 lives and left several others, including firefighters, injured. During a visit to the affected area, the minister directed security agencies, the Minerals Commission and the Environmental Protection Authority to conduct a thorough investigation into mining communities to prevent the unauthorized sale of explosives. Channel 1 News' Middle Belt Bureau Chief Hafiz Tijani has more in the following report.
The explosion has sent shock waves through the Odumasi Zongo community, leaving residents and victims in distress. The affected area is a known hub for mining equipment sale, including hazardous explosives frequently used by local miners. The blast has resulted in significant loss. Lives have been lost, properties destroyed, and several individuals are battling severe injuries.
Second blasting, and then I know and then a pajama at the mepim form 3 times in Soribia and a metofom. Soribia and a metofom. Mahun area na area mitimidiko kodru kwa mitimukura mahutama idiko dru onu tina ase moja na ne nyuno menasono na no adini yepa.
Relatives of the injured rushed to the Konongo Government Hospital where victims are receiving treatment.
The level of injuries are multiple. There are different types, but we have some had the blasting, the pellets sticking to their bodies. But these are all stable cases now. They are stable all right, but they will need referral to see specialists concerning their type of injury.
The explosion severely damaged multiple structures, including a private clinic that serves the community. Mining equipment in the vicinity has been completely destroyed, and several buildings have sustained deep cracks and structural weaknesses. For affected victims, rebuilding their homes and businesses is now a top priority. The exact cause of the fire that led to the explosion remains unknown. However, residents are urging authorities to prevent the sale of such hazardous materials within residential areas.
We and the fire service, the police will come together, and opinion leaders move through the town, locate places that have such items. If they can move it from the community, it will help, because this is a warning. It's a serious warning.
You see this? What's here? Salty here. The catch them with TV way so. Emma MPP kwasiafo bi didi matem. Oh, Kevin Taylor, onim nyansa because of politics. Ye will be our konongo odi matem wo. Meno kasa na dwi. Meno kasa obekwa santimemu na kejitia ya park car ma dynamite. Tata bus egum. Amanfo koba yako all night to ai me dem pedokono ka credit. Obi twem I me kwasra me boy yi o konfa no che o e na me se me tokele ole kakra dynamite aye mu ma sa nipa no okuta no phone Kevin Taylor kwasi campaign odidi mpedifo atem tim pupupu pupu pupupu pupu ye Jimmy enti de bia ka bibi kire mu ana modwen se ye tan obi ti konongo no odi matem the next time no ebesi o ntokura chi ye ka kire mu se Sir Dynamite Assembly, we were all supposed to add our voice for the NPP government to take action before cry crossing to this point. Yetna Ghana, Emma Nipe before Muhudiye, Joyce Aye, why say Sremudain, Odim so your bow, so your bemao, Kwasiafo kutekuta Bible Ghana, and almost say, Apiati, Dien, and Omuji Sika no Mudi. And almost cover a report to the so. Na me bomb pa ye sa dynamite we bi ebi nkosi Joyce Aye na sorry Diano ka ne ba ko sei ensi Joyce Aye ni fie nim na driver no enda na on sorry so okoto aduane aba na obi num jot no tuntum na blasting ku obi a ho koto de ne bodwe na nkwasiafo we nam Ghana so me nyame nipa because it is not them punching neighbor punching tree etua nyonko ho etua duom ebesi nne. So this young man in the Ashanti region, our regional minister, or say nobody should sell dynamite in the community. So person turn dynamite for ko wurem. And I think he should extend this order. He needs to tell them say they don't want to see anybody sell dynamite. There should be one place in every region that dynamite is sold. And that is how it's supposed to be. There should be one place. So person turn dynamite. This is the place that you should come and build your shop. Come here and rent and stay here. We know, sir, this area has been cordoned. This area is dynamite sale. In Tianina himself, Sokobain, your wood village, woho. Eho kwa diabia opebia obenyabi. Intimo pesamo town dynamite. The minister should give another order that the government is going to go build or get a land outside the region, and that People who are into dynamite business should invest on that land, build their warehouses there. It is our Ashanti region kwana ope dynamite ato. Na unimu client baby owo. Now so unimu was seller baby owa. All that you do is you get up and you go to the place and buy your dynamite. When you are leaving the place, the rules and regulations must apply. You cannot just walk out of that place with dynamite in your car. There should be station security that will escort you to where you are taking the dynamite to. And then they'll have to go there, sign off that product, that dynamite. They are handed over to the mine or whoever, state the time, state the location, and everybody signs before they leave. That is how you build a nation. It will not be suitable for some people, but it has to be done. Go get a land. Move all dynamite sellers to that place. Now, when they go there, put all the safety measures in place and make sure that unimobi or turn dynamite a honor war because you pay Nuyata, you call Sokoban Wood Village. Sorry. You pay Nuyata, you call Sokoban Wood Village. Into a dynamite, a dangerous thing, Nuyata, or say to me call deeper outside the town to go get dynamite to buy. Put a proposal together, Mr. Minister. Get a 10-acre land or 2-acre land or 4-acre land. Tell them that this is government accredited a place. You told dynamite. If you want to sell dynamite, come here. Now, anybody who sells dynamite in the region is committing a crime. After that, you set people into the system, undercover police officers. Now, they are going to catch people who are selling dynamite undercover. In the dark, you arrest all of them. If you want to sell dynamite, bring your license, tell us, we will give you a place. That is how it's done. And I believe in this guy and I respect his decisions. And I know these are the ways we can protect. Into every region, Biano, we should have a focal point, a place where we buy dynamite. That's it. It does not matter where you are bringing the dynamite from, but you know where you are going to sell it. You know the station where you sell the dynamite. Or Eastern Regional, you know where you buy dynamite. Or Central Regional, unim maybe a dynamite. Or because they can build the houses there, the facilities to be fortified to be able to even stand when there's an accident. When there's an accident, those buildings should be able to stand the explosions. This is how you build a nation. And I expect the regional minister to move ahead. He should not just sit there. He should make sure, he should make a move. Get a land. Move every dynamite seller in the Ashanti region there. They also are Beman. At least we know about 99% of the people are safe. Because you cannot control the market. Because you are going to struggle. I am telling you. Dynamite sellers, store to store. Put a law together. Make a dedicated place available. Where bet show? What committee imra? What commit crime, you go to jail. And this should be implemented in every region. That is the only way we can monitor who is mining and who is not mining. What are you using the dynamite for? What are you acquiring now? Mining now? What kind of mining are you going to use the dynamite for? Are you registered to use dynamite? Which mining area? Through that, we can plot out who is doing legal mining and illegal mining. Because when you don't get the dynamite, you'll be forced to come out. Because the dynamite is easy to get. It's easy to go out there and blow. Now, when it becomes difficult to get a dynamite, you have cut some of the problem out. Now, you find other means, other ways to stop illegal mining. Because you'll be back up the dynamite to Ashanti regional. Now, better dynamite now. We are going to trace you and know where or what you are going to do with that dynamite. Say, Jumana, we are legitimate now. We will know that you are a legal registered miner. If you're a quarryman, we know you are using the dynamite to blow stones or rocks. That is the only way we can monitor. That is how you build. And people like us, we can help. People like us, we can help you put a document together. We can help you put a law together. We can help you people build a nation. We know how these things work. That is the way you fight Galamsey. That's the way you fight the illegal system. That is the only way. Because right now, they are going to be selling it in their stores. It is not a crime. So So you need to enforce, put a law there, create a law. Make sure your team, you put it together. Then dedicate a land for that. They also have Behrman, Umbra Krumeton dynamite. The moment you dedicated the place, every dynamite that leaves there, you know where it's going. Every dynamite that comes in, you know where it's coming from. You are good. Nobody can do illegal mining. Now you look for the small parts. And technically, Ashanti region, we must stop illegal mining in 6 months. Control the source. Control the source. When you control the source, you are done. You are the boss. Nobody can be moving illegal a dynamite around in the Ashanti region. Near blow her. No, nobody. Because nipa na test hona autono. Nipa na automan undercover ko nim so police na so police ni. After that, now the mrat wo uchi obi so ton dynamite. Sika obenya 10,000 Ghana. Ubo nipa e be chi omo Ghana. Because obi betima akọ no akọ wu ton dynamite oba be kan oba be chiw. Obi so ton dynamite akọ ha. Hand a ton dynamite because I want to protect my child. Put a law together. Let your people help you pass it in parliament. That way, illegal mining, what can't half problem away? Now you are left with dealing with some few things. Because now we cannot trace any dynamite. Every dynamite that reaches our port, we don't know where it is going. We don't know the destination. And dynamite is for destruction. So majority of the dynamite that come into Ghana is for destruction. Into almost say ensase, almost say nipa, almost kunipa. So how do we curb that? Stop the source. Control the source. Make sure you, at the end of the day, make the source 1 point. There were 16 regions. We need to have, each region needs to have 1 point at a ton dynamite. That's all. You can't tell me you're in the Ashanti region. Now I'll catch them and say, baby, I dedicated to dynamite in Emuwa. What about them? Baby, I will be also to because our source not got dynamite. And that is how it's supposed to be done. No underground sale, no illegal sale. You will check the system. Through that, you will know who is doing legal mining and illegal mining. In Tiayana, every region can tell us in the data how many people are in this region doing legitimate mining. Because the tracing of the dynamite will show whether this mining company is doing legitimate mining. That's all. Because and we can send people around to monitor the amount of times you use a dynamite. So I better dynamite 50 year. We expect you to use it in a period. Now, you need to let us know. There need to be an audit. Who you seen the bang? How many times have you used it? We need to know how it's being used. Send a buyer want to me answer and move dynamite, and go another location. So you need to take stock. They need to come and report to you how many times they've used the dynamite. Now you can monitor. I believe in this regional minister and I know he can do it. I am here to help. There are more young men at the School of Mines. You can put them together to draft this. Just for the Ashanti region. I swear to God, you will change the face of Ashanti region. Nobody can do illegal mining in Ashanti region. I'm telling you. Go get the UMAT people. Go to the School of Mines. They are there. They will write it for you. They will brief you. They will do the research. They will give it to you. You take it to Parliament. You pass the law. Mr. P, which one is this? These people are mad, Mr. P. Forget them. Now look at this. After your marking, and then who saw a video be. Hey, it's 6 o'clock. It's 11 in Ghana. And then Friday on. Okay. After your marking, a video be, and the video, so we share video now, mobile. And I don't have time to play that concert video on my show. But I want Ghanaians to understand, say, sa video na afinyo making here, no. It's been over 12 weeks. To about NPP losing here. So ask yourself, why is afinyo making now coming out with a video saying that calling each other names isn't the way to go? Let's move on. And the afinyo making here video I catch NPP for say, me and Frefre Houdin, mommy and bread together. Let's move on. There's a problem. Right now, we all know, say, Afinyo Makin did not deserve the majority leader then. From what Oseche Mensah said, now a regional balance. They wanted to use somebody from the central region, not necessarily somebody who was cut for the job. Enti Jimmy Ayewu sa afenyo kini Jimmy nyina no. He is not qualified. That's why we are seeing the lapses in his leadership qualities. Now afenyo is seeing something. Me catch the Ghana for say afenyo leading the NPP, they cannot stop anything in Ghana Parliament. I've told you. I know sometimes the NPP followers, NDC followers, and Ghanaians get frustrated when he's fooling. But the reality is that he is understanding, say, and now I started to say, as Santifoko Kosono, they are gearing up to take over the party. Osei Chairman Sabonsu Nanti and all your interviews, he was telling the party for to say, losing Parliament was Afenyo Makin's fault, and that if he was the leader, he would have brought Parliament to the people. At least the grassroots of the party, for them to know how to protect the parliamentary seats. Osei Chairman Sabonsu is letting the NPP base understand, say, this guy is a twerp, and our defeat in parliament, it should be linked directly to him. Debi Amikache Ghana for say, Afenyo Makin, he has never been a leader, and he can never be a leader. You know why? Because one, Afenyo Makin is a selfish brat. He thinks everything is about him. Even when he did this video, you could see that he is talking about protecting his position and his ambition as a politician, but not the holistic party problem or person solving. No. Afenyo Makin is playing on the minds of the MPP in some way, Jimmy. He knows you are stupid. He has been with you for all these years. He has measured your level of emotions. He knows your emotions are very, very weak. So every time, he sits and he plans for you people and he uses you people like pigs. Into this video he put out there, it is to protect his leadership as a minority. He is not doing anything. Let me tell you. From the day John Mahama NDC for about Parliament, Afenyo Makin has not been able to stop anything. And see what happened. In Parliament today, they have passed all the deputy ministers. Afenyo Makin cannot stop anything. He cannot. From the beginning, he made the MPP followers believe, say, Obetuma Yebibi, he was lying to them. Nana Danquah Kufuado choose Afenyo Makin because they knew, say, Obeye Bedinama Omo, not because he was competent. Into such a man supposed to call radio, so no, he was letting people understand, say, Senka, or not a leading MPP or parliamentar, this defeat would have never happened. And it is looking like if the leadership does not change, the MPP are going to drop more seats, and in 2028, they might come to 14. From what we know and our data we are working with now, if they don't take care, 2028, Afenyo Makin, who does not have any leadership qualities to be able to galvanize the base. Because what is so attractive about Afenyo Makin to make those who didn't vote for the NPP in 2024 vote for NPP in 2028? What is so exciting about him? Nothing. He backs and fool himself, but he cannot get the work done. Let me tell you, 88 MPs or Osei Chairman Sabonsu can make impact. I'm telling you. If you are reasonable, you are smart, and you know how parliament works, Osei Chairman Sabonsu can use 88 MPs. He will make parliament. He will make impact in parliament. You'll be shocked. But I see this fool, it's about himself. Because he does not understand what he represents. Because he thinks it's a fashion show. He thinks MPP for, and you see, I don't blame him. He has analyzed the party. He has moved with you people. Or said 99% of you people are foolish. So this thing he did. This thing he put out there, say Afenyo Makin doing some sexy video. It is not for the party. It is to protect a minority position. Because you see, our ambition, or just to be the president, because we need some party more. When I saw his video, I was like, Akwa Weji in Ghana for Jimmy. The NPP, they can get a potent, intelligent leader who understands leadership and can basically reach out to the other side. That person can make the NPP powerful in parliament. What you are seeing here. And then I catch an MPP for to say, Afenyo Makin cannot stop anything in parliament. Mahama is almost 60 days in office. Afenyo Makin to me stop it. One thing. But he's always talking about his shirt. Kwasia, you're losing 1.8 gap. You are telling me about the shirt you are wearing. Go to Mexico. The shirt you are wearing, it has 2-star review. 2-star review. Where Jiminti, to Ghana, you are not proud of a material made in Ghana. You are in Parliament of Ghana defending a shirt made by some Vietnamese for a Cuban, for a slave like you to wear. You are very, very dumb and stupid. You have lost your sense of originality. You don't even know who you are. How can you lead people to win power? So stupid and shameful that you go to a Cuban parliament and the leader of business or the opposition will stand up and say, this shirt is from Ghana. It is he does not represent anything. Wait, Jimmy. See, leadership. And you have to learn it. It comes with humility. That's the first principle of leadership. This guy does not understand it because he got the position on a silver platter. Because Ekufuor just took Oseche Mensah-Bonsu out and say, you come. Oh yeah, nipa, but you're doing something to lead the NPP. That is why they are here today. After Nyamakin having 137, he could not galvanize the party. He could not make sure the MPs were together. He could not coordinate. And I'm losing sitting in there. So after Nyamakin leads this party for the next 6 months, I swear to God, NPP will lose almost it back at 12. This is the same guy who told you that NDC will win the elections from the Ashanti region. I work with data, Papa. I called Ghana's election 3 days. Now I'm electoral commissioner on calling elections. I know what I'm talking. So because I'm a gumu party now, I've already set plan for you people. I have your chat too. Me, myself, and my team, we have drafted a plan for you. We have your data, your source data. We have you, your bile. What you people, we can enter your brains. We know how your level of intelligence may be able to. So when I tell you that I'll take you, I'll keep you in opposition for 42 years, I know what I'm talking about. I called Ghana's election 2024 3 days. Now it's into me calling elections. You know why? Because we know what we are doing. It is a MPP. Respect me. Humble yourself. Because me go MPP. Me go no. Me na me catch all. Me work to party for fra. Sebio representing the whole Ghana, not a few. I will close, I will shut, I will nullify NPP. Mo just say kasa keke. Ma catch them for 4 years. Me see me good party no. I will take power from the Ashanti region. I'm see your base in Piabontin. Mo base in no. Your base, mo party in no mo to abano. Mo ni nipa bi free baby abiem. And I will tap into the little one left. Me see me, God being on my side, and I have a solid team behind me, and me humbling myself and knowing that I will tap. Major molest 12 seats in 2028. 12. I'll give you 12 seats. Next time when you see a young Aigbe boy who was trained in the Ashanti region, you respect him. Not just by heart. Do you know what we know? Do you know where we have been to get here? We understand Ghana politics, the dynamics. May catch them. This guy is the weak link of the NPP. I'm telling you. Oseche Mensah-Bonsu and Nanti Kobanina, he was telling you people that. Sani radio toy no. And now ma kwa we have video no. Mr. S, get me the video. Na me ma Ghana phone. It's Osha krana ya osre. Osha video now say na kwa we odun say Jimmy ana. Osha video about say this is the cheapest. I have it here, Mr. S. Share video here. Look at this. Watch this.
So this morning I have a simple message to all of us MPP members. I know that we are all heartbroken, we are all disappointed, we are all depressed and not happy about the outcome of the elections. It is to be expected, because when you go into an election and you don't win, it comes with a lot of such disappointments. But that was yesterday. Today is another day. The way to prepare for the future is hard work, forgiveness, and a collective determination to sacrifice for the good of the party. Calling each other names, saying all manner of things on radio, social media, TV is not the way to go. I will plead with all of us. Let's move on as a party. we cannot say that everything was perfect. But even so, let's manage it internally. The party, through National Council, has already mandated the Professor Okoye Committee to undertake some work. Let's all patiently wait for that day. And when the report comes, we deal with it internally.
Yeah. I was a Sunday marriage counselor. You know, marriage is always good. Kwasia, would you see Jimmy? Drama say oh, drama ken. Kwasia to, would you see Jimmy? He knows that Asantefono are putting a team together on Betuno. Now, MPP can never succeed with Afenyomaki, never. He knows, he has seen it. Now, how did you become a minority leader? Not on merit. It was never on merit. That means there are people who are equally better than you. So why are you leading them? There are people who are better than you. So why are you leading them? The reality is hitting. He's beginning to know. It's a party as anti-4 party. And for the MPP to see a little bit of light, this guy has to go. So Afenyomakin was the one who started the idea or say chairman Sabonsu. Nikuno. Afenyomakin started or they can Japan. They knew what they were doing. They thought they were going to win the elections because they were targeting Atuforcing seats. Afenyomakin catch Kufuado so Obetumaji Atuforcing seat in MPP. They thought they could rig the election and win. It took for the Jimmy no only can the multinational say okay and the young or say chairman Sabonsu so for Ashanti region. And the papa be and free homba. So the idea was Afenyomakin to come in, take the seat in the central region, and nullify Atuforcing. That was their target. Kwasiato. So this guy now knows. They have seen it. And he has seen it. See when who's Asantefoni making moves. After when we say Nekufuado the Nini ho. Right now, who's already defense bia. It's my main video. Na menkasa is a Sunday school marriage counselor. Na menkanch MP for them because brofo. Sankofo na oni omokasa we mo. Nkofo we na oni omokasa. We na oni ne ka brofo roti.
Kwasia oba besia. Wa bobosia, wa baba besia. Wa bobosia 20 million. What's what they fa kwadu. Na kwadu ewurade adu ebilibo ma. Ebilibo ma na ba wuchi mi no. Ene me minyu aba no meka. Mo fani kwaje. Kwadu ebilibo ma ewurade adu e be sei. Sia oba besia. Wa bobosia, wa baba besia. Wa bobosia 20 million. What's what they fa kwadu. Na kwadu ewurade adu ebilibo ma. Ebilibo ma na ba wuchi mi no. Ene me minyu aba no meka.
We na Afenyomakin ni omo to wakasa. We mu na na ka brofo no and you know we no. Brofo na ka no ka kira kwa we. Ni aso no wate wonka. Yeso no wate wonka. Wa Jimmy ama no kura. Wa koto de en. Shirt free hin Mexico, Cuba. And what akonwa tim. Ono ne taxes na wo de ato akodwa kwase ato ka brofo. Nipa na ka brofo no nie. We na wo do brofo ka kire no. Wo de unye serious guy. MPP lost ni nyina. MPP now some lose elections no. The number of seats MPP losing our parliament no. Afenyomakin. Don't you know? The party lost touch with the members of parliament because the leader of that members of parliament then no did not understand why the grassroots needed the MPs. He was just looking at Kufuado. I'm telling you. And even though I know Oseche Mensabonsu is a criminal, he's a thief. It's a hypocritical disease of a politician. No? And can pene emomu lose this margin. At least 100 seats. At least 100 then kobemomo. And I say be 83. And 91. Kobe to 91. Now, motete Ghana and kwasiasam arrogance. What do you know in politics? Asantefono, me catch up say when you're in opposition, me a daring, to say cobra. Asantefo, MPP, oppositioner, to say North Korea lethal bomb, and blasting them, kakran, tin. Ubewune pie wodum, boom. Asantefo MPP were oppositioner, a disease, a toilet mumwa. Ochina bekona 1, ade bekona 1,000, dangerous because they believe in lies. He has seen the glimpses of danger. Yato Abe, 12 weeks. You could not tell the base and the party just after a week, say, this is what's supposed to happen. 12 weeks. Dear Nama for making a video way. When we say ne talk a mo party no, me ma catch them. And obi kano. Kevin, give them one seat per region. Remember 16 seats. Every region where you need one. But you say me dia grow. Time I near Ashanti region, we will take power from Ashanti. Now say dia grow. Me say, ya be mama region be abako. Ya be G seat ni na 16. You have no idea. You see what John Mahama is doing? You will be shocked. And the NDC is going to build a new plant. The NDC, one of the best energy ministers in Ghana, John Abujinapo. JJ is going to build a new plant. A new gas plant. There be a NDC bar, I'm going to build a plant. Every time the NDC comes to power, they build a plant. Now, they are back again, NDC. They are going to build another plant. Because that plant now we're using, it cannot take the amount of gas that needs to be supplied to Ghanaians for power. In the end, first cabinet meeting, John Mahama and Energy Minister John Jinapo, they have come to that conclusion that a new plant is going to be built. Now, this is what we are doing. Mamencho Bibi, so I want to the air can I see oh plant no gas plant no. Tema gas plant no. Right now we are supplying power almost 300 whatever to Burkina Faso. Now look at what is going to happen. Maybe I want to we are say the NDC no almost shekuru no. See new plant. Sa power na yedema Burkina Faso no. What is going to happen is sa power no yebetime jai sa gas no yebetime stay or Ghana planting. Meaning we have gotten some extra power. Now sa new plant in the krano yebetime yibi sa energy no bi near the Burkina. Burkina will be paying. Now what is going to happen is the new plant there still be reserved energy. Now sa sikana yeje fi Burkina hono we will use that money to service our plant in Ghana. Meaning power flow will be etc. etc. So what the John Mahama administration wants to do, that we need to build a new plant, and that plant, it will serve as a backup, even though it's going to have the same power and bigger than what we have. What we are going to have in Ghana, they're using here, because right now, plant here using Ghana now, G energy be SR the Burkina Faso. Even though we are making money, it's going against us, because at the end of the day, when you take the money, you still need to go buy gas. So what you have to do is you need to have another plant that at the end of the day, the one you are using at home, you don't touch it. So technically, you have full capacity with our own plant. And then the next one we are building, you bet to ton kakra, not diaka womuno, yasa dia support you into every time we will have excess power. That was the idea John Mahama Mujama MPP for 8 years in Kwasiafo we am fine te, and I say toilet paper and count. The NDC are back. The thinkers are back. The reasonable people are back. They are going to build it. And Kwasiafo Moshe. A bedroom baby. Kwasiabi beka say na NDC be ye dien. Mo amolai timba munye dina mundem. Sani ademu abe 1 year ni. John Mahama ni NDC almost solve it. Onti asia tuko to go. Because there's no money. And they are doing their best to keep the lights on. Kakra hono and the engineer you see. International say go to Togo because that problem is being solved. Obia be trying to obia and obia so obia su biem. Governance is between you and us. We are all building this nation together. We will all share. John Mahama is not going to lie to you. John Abujinapo is not going to lie to anybody. Kakra na hono we will share it. In Kwasiafo we boka guho and the sikebia dahobia eka. How do you get gas? But still, they are trying to find a way to build a new plant to make sure, say, enough because our plant using this year, we are not supposed to touch any power from it and share it. We are supposed to let it be a full Ghanaian supplier. And this say a chest power be. The new plant in the between Kakra de Matogu and Burkina. Not still Kakra Naka de best papa so. That is how we need to build our nation. Into more him mo asofo no mo kwa asore dem a ahemfo no mo nka nkire ma asore fo se John Mahama esa be ye plant foforo yakofa Ameri ba ya mudi John Mahama atem na ndesi Kumasi Ameri na yakofa ba ya na Kumasi fo mba mo ye demonstration etwi moto ase no ndesi Kumasi ma mo power into obi anka na nuntum obi antwa obi antro Ghana na yete no kakra wo ho no eno na yebeche till say ye be solve problem na e wo ho no Ekufo Adom wo ho na dum so wo ho na ehhehye mutirim kwasiafo na modwen say Ekufo Adom be wi na betwa yentro. We will build this country and we will use truth to build Ghana. Won tiasia togonwa. Get out. Thank you very much. My name is Kevin Ekoberutela. It's been a wonderful Friday night. I'll be back on Monday to discuss Ghana. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. We're live on so many platforms tonight. I really appreciate you. It's exactly 6:24 p.m. In Ghana, it's 11:24. It's a Friday. Take care. Be good. Make sure you get home safely. Be good. Cheers and good night.
Yo! We're your best fishermen. No, no answer mine. I watch it. You will for Belgium Pan. It will be a Belgium Pan. It will do a Belgium Pan. Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Super, why round what? It will for Belgium Pan. It will be a Belgium Pan. It will do a Belgium Pan. It will do a Belgium Pan. Why you're here? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? I want it. Original. I will move for Belgium Pan. I want to see Belgium Pan. Where you mind? Don't crumba.